Welcome to Scuffed News update on this very special night after Christmas, Boxing Day for some. For Americans, we don't care about the poor, really. So there's no Boxing Day. Welcome. And let's touch on what a certain family was doing for Christmas this year. It's a very special night for Team V. Team V was having a gay old time for Christmas. They were contacting lawyers, searching Google Maps, getting translators, but frantically text-to-speech through Google Translate, trying to get a message out. They found out Ralph's got a new girlfriend. A new special girlfriend, and Faith losing her mind. Vickers family losing their minds. It's a beautiful thing. Merry Christmas. The demonic Christmas for the Vickers, because of course we know they don't believe in Santa Claus. They believe in Satan. So they were on their hands and knees praying to Satan yesterday. And God bless them. They do a good job as his servants. Stalking the streets, stalking the internet. Very dangerous family. Very dangerous family Ralph has entwined himself with. I can't say, Ralph, that, you know, I tried to warn you. I know you didn't believe me at the time. You thought I was some fucking psycho asshole. But you realize... He realizes now the message was in good faith. It was well-intentioned. I was just trying to get the message out there that these people are completely bonkers. And we're gonna look into the Vickers family's Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Very happy, cuddled up by the computer, frantically tweeting, frantically searching for a random woman's information and docs, trying to contact her that they have multiple lawsuits out on Ralph and all kinds of other bullshit. Slander, by the way, criminal slander. As you well know, Ralph is not a registered sex offender. Ralph pled no contest to dissemination of information that violated someone's personal privacy. Completely different thing. Not even really considered a sex crime, but she could maybe get away with that. But a plea of no contest is no good in a civil court. You have to still litigate that whole thing in civil court, as they will know, which is why it hasn't happened. Now, let's get into it. Let's pull up some tweets here from the Vickers family. Let's see what they were doing on this beautiful Christmas Eve. Would you be with family and friends? Having some cookies, maybe? Eating some cake? Having a nice Christmas feast? Surf and turf, steak and lobsters? Having a beautiful time, but the Vickers family, they don't have time for that. They're too busy obsessed with one man. One man, of course. And now I do have to address some things. First, we got to do, I got to lower this music a little bit because it's rattling my brain here. So there were some tweets that became very controversial from Kino Gay that were put out there that were not real. I mean, they were real in a sense, but they were more artistic license on what the Vickers were doing for Christmas. People very upset about that. Now, if Discord wasn't freezing up, I could fix this problem, but I guess... Oh boy. Are you really fucking kidding me, OBS? Bear with me, guys. I'm having a technical issue here where I'm completely frozen. But I know you can still hear me because nothing has crashed. Let's see, have I regained control of my computer? Yes, I have. I apologize for that. It is the Scuffed Express. So. It's supposed to be transformed. I don't understand that. Oh, whatever. I can't fix it now live. So first, if you could see this, well, I guess we're just going to have to expand it to a large size here. It says, Amanda Morris returned to X to accuse Ethan Ralph of rape, catching the eye of Keemstar. So Keemstar was sending this out, claiming that it was Pantsu's account. This was for Christmas Eve, anyway. Christmas Eve, they create a fake Pantsu account that references multiple tweets from Faith Vickers. Let's see if we can pull this up here. Talking about an event that has nothing to do with anything, really. This was an event over 3 years ago, before Ralph was even formally dating his now wife. And Keemstar tried to tout this around as a W, I guess, as a rape. I don't even understand, Keem. But the Sad and Tread account was clearly fake. It was clearly had a troll picture of Pantsu. Let's see if I could pull it up. Well, you really can't. You can't see it. It's so small in this. Oh, here we go. You can see it better here. So obviously, Pantsu is not going to use this picture of herself. I mean, it's immediately fake. Just looking at it for a second, you're like, oh, this is fake. And so that was very nice of Keemstar. Keemstar, as we well know, is evil incarnate. And he wanted to get even with our pal Ralph. He wanted to get even. And so he created fake rape allegations against Ralph on Christmas Eve. Very nice game. And this very controversial tweet here. And this is supposedly a Vickers tweet. It's not a real Vickers tweet. I found this even suspect for this is so insane. I mean, this is exactly what they were doing. Don't get me wrong. So I'll just read it out here. It says, since convicted sex offender Ethan Ralph's girlfriend, whatever the name is, has been identified, I've already done a background check and got her phone and email, her parents' emails and phone numbers, and her grandmother's fax. Team V spent the last 2 hours writing emails, leaving voicemails, and sending a fax to all of them to let them know about Ethan Ralph's history of abuse and let them know that they're good Christians and they will not allow to carry on a relationship with Ralph. We also made sure to include a message in English and Spanish as well, thanks to Mrs. V, where we will also prepare handwritten letters just in case we don't hear from anybody by New Year. Merry Christmas. So this tweet is fake. It was suspect from the jump, but Vickers is retarded and locks his whole account down so that you could easily make fake things for Vickers to say. I mean, this doesn't sound all that much different than something that Vickers would actually write. I mean, it was something they were doing, and I'll show you evidence of that shortly. But this is, you know, even though, you know, people are very mad at Keno Shea because, you know, he's fucking always making up fake shit and releasing it. It's a really bad luck because it's not funny when you present it as fact. But in reality, I'll have to defend it this time around because this is actually what they were doing for Christmas Eve. I mean, this is exactly what they were doing. And I'll show you evidence of that. So, an unnamed source sent me some messages he received on New Year's Eve. These fell into his lap. He handed them over to me. And this is Faith. She wrote, look at her. Looks fat as a whale here. Girl has really let herself down. It says, Hola mi nombre es Vickers, soy la víctima de Ethan Ralph. I don't think I even need to really translate that for the audience. I will show a translated transcription of of what these are, but Faith is frantically trying to contact Ralph's girlfriend and translating all her messages through Google Translate in a desperate bid, I guess, to fuck with Ralph on Christmas. It's very nice. The Satan worship was very strong this year in the Vickers household. And they just felt like they had to attack other people on Christmas instead of enjoying their family and their 5 children. Very nice. Beautiful behavior for a Satanist. Now, of course, I had to say, don't waste Christmas stalking people and desperately plugging deranged novellas into Google Translate. Embrace Christ, reject Satan. And I stand very firmly behind that message, especially for Christmas. Now let's pull up the images here. We'll join the Vickers around the Christmas tree with Satan. And let's see. See, I know I have this translated. Okay. So here's the translated transcript, and we'll read this out. This is what this deranged woman is doing on Christmas. And it says, "Hello, my name is Faith Vickers. I am Ethan Ralph's victim. He is a convicted sex offender in the United States to publish revenge porn in my against," because Google Translate this like fucking gibberish. "He and I have a son, biological, together, and he is also delayed in payment of child support of that child." Really, I don't think you know this one information. Mr. Ralph has an incredibly toxic presence. He's toxic in the internet, where he regularly attends to people with points of view racist about Hispanics. Ralph is literally living in Mexico, you crazy bitch, and has a Mexican girlfriend. I mean, I don't think Ralph has any problem with the color brown. As we well know, Nora was a Pakistani lass, and Ralph had quite the love affair with her. I don't think Ralph has any reservations about skin color. So, but according to this crazy bitch, Ralph has got racist against Hispanics as well as sexist beliefs about women. I wanted to warn you that Mr. Ralph has also 2 orders of restriction due to domestic violence. And there is audio of him threatening killing his ex-wife while his daughter is screaming in the background. I will be delighted to provide you with any evidence that you might need. And I know that Mr. Ralph will tell you somehow I am a liar and that he will block me. I don't know. This is really borderline like criminal harassment. It's like, it's a real borderline, Faith. I don't know if Ralph comes to the family court with you contacting his girlfriend saying you have all of these things and he's the devil. How that's going to go for you, Faith? I'm pretty sure that might be a violation of your DVRO. Just saying, sweetheart. You know, you got to really think about things. Now, this is what Vickers was actually up to on Christmas, which is exactly what's described in the fake tweet. But so this is all the fake. He was just screaming, Ralph, no. Ralph doesn't know that if you have to flex so hard that you're having an epic Christmas, it probably means that you're having a shitty one. So this is Vickers, and that's exactly what he was doing. He was desperately trying to contact Ralph's new girlfriend. Very nice behavior for Christmas. Now, we're going to examine Faith's manic meltdown for Christmas Eve. when she discovered that Ralph had a new Mexican girlfriend. This is just an update, bro, on the Vickers. This is like not... What do you want me screaming in anger at somebody? Okay, here we go. Well, she's been DM'd. So Ralph, so Faith confirms that she did in fact send those messages that I just showed you. And she says, well, she's been DM'd. Her move, I let her know everything I could. I'm going to spend Christmas with my parents who are alive and my son who's always with me. And I say that makes me cooler, but hell, what would I know? I'm guessing the Mexican boyfriend left. Notice no mention of the strong Mexican boyfriend that wants to adopt her child. I think he took a one-way ticket back to Mexico. He's not, he can't stick away. He can't stick around the United States because the Vickers literally were holding him hostage, saying they were going to, press rape charges or some crazy bullshit on him. I have no doubt. No doubt of that one. Oh, wait, this is more Faith. I even translated it all for her since he can't talk to her in her native language. Very nice. So people are, asking Faith, sweetheart, you're like this young girl in your early 20s. Why are you doing this on Christmas? You have a child, you have a big family. Why would you do this? And Faith is going to describe to us in detail. And we need to change up the music a little here. I hate that Google has almost bullshit. My ad blocker stopped working for Christmas again. I'm going to update it. Don't be jealous or say bad things about others. Like newborn babies hungry for milk. You should want the pure teaching that feeds your spirit. When Ralph stops hurting people, then talk to me. Until then, don't tell me how to cope with the man who committed a sex crime against me. Of course, these are all, it's all insanity. Also, nice relationship when your girlfriend doesn't even acknowledge she's in one on her Instagram with a bathing suit photo galore. Oh, I'm so happy his girlfriend accepts him being a sex offender and violent felon. Well, don't I have egg on my face? I would rather be with a random girlfriend who I can't speak to than my children and living with a healthy family. So this was our Christmas Eve with the Vickers. It was a very beautiful Christmas. So I have a question for chat. Are the Vickers Satan worshippers? No, I don't think I can fucking do that. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Does this white trash family love Satan? I think they do. I just get that vibe. I don't know about you. Oh, and there's more to come. At Perspicacity, tell us about Bryan's gay Chinatown stalker. What? Gay Chinatown stalker? Oh my God, what has Bryan gotten into now? Oh man. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. I do kind of remember something about someone in Chinatown, Bryan, saying he was being sexually harassed in Chinatown by like some gay dude who like wanted to date some guy or something. He was giving him advice on how to date some guy. He had actually brought it up on one of those streams last year. Oh, thanks. Trying to remember Bryan insanity is like almost impossible. Let me think about this. I do vaguely remember something about this. That Bryan was very upset that they wouldn't ban this guy that was sexually harassing him, saying he wanted to have sex with him or something. But I can't really remember what exactly that was or any real details. You know what I mean? I just can't. Who fucking knows? With Bryan, I mean, I don't even know. It could be a different person you're even talking about, for all I know. All right, let's move on. What am I doing next? Here, let's do some more Faith tweets. She's been very involved lately. She's been losing her effing mind. I think the Mexican boyfriend has walked off. I see no mention of any Mexican boyfriend, no bragging pictures. She used to take pictures of him, like his hands or like the back of his head. She doesn't do that anymore. I think he figured it out. I think he took off back to Mexico rather than face the Vickers. Faye says, wait, did Jordy say Ralph is a convicted sex offender? I honestly have no idea what's going on, but he's also always free to ask me for any evidence he needs. Faith desperate for Wings' attention, Wings and Boogie's attention. Better, I'll just post it to show that yes, indeed, Ethan Oliver Ralph is a convicted sex offender. Here y'all go. Faith very proud, wants everybody to know that she has a sex tape. She's so traumatized by it, she tells everybody that will ever listen or even possibly look at her Twitter, that she has the sex tape with Ralph. She seems really traumatized by that, let me tell you. Faith says, I forgot I was public and everyone can see now, LOL. No, you didn't, Faith. You could lie better than that. But I feel Keem knows Boogie also has been made aware by myself. I believe Diorio also knows. I have no idea of Tommy or Ordinary Gamer. Just context. For who I know, I've actually made aware on my own. Or I heard say they know. So Faith going around telling everybody still she has a sex tape with Ralph and she's desperate for any kind of attention or interview that she could possibly get. Absolute fucking desperation. Then it says, but since I am public, everyone can be made aware once and for all that yes, Ethan Ralph is a convicted sex offender. It's not a rumor. It's not a joke. He was convicted of a legitimate sex crime and shouldn't be trusted. Okay, Faith. Faith very desperate to know that she has a sex tape. Ladies and gentlemen, she has a sex tape. She wants you to watch it. She's told Nicholas Diorio about it. She's told Keem and Boogie about it, describing it, having her father come on and booting up the external hard drive with it saved. Pristine. The pristine version upgraded to 4K. And they've shown this off to everybody they could shop it around to. For whatever reason, I don't know. But they want everybody to know. And good for you, Faith. Good for you, Vickers. Okay. Now I got more tabs here. So what have we gone over yet? We've gone over a fake Pantsu account, the Vickers doxing and harassing Ralph's girlfriend on Christmas. Let's do a little. I hate to cover COG, but I thought this was kind of funny here. So it says, COG mocks Faith Vickers for claiming she used to cut herself. And COG then calls her a lying mental case. Well, I mean, some things are just factual. What happened to you, Johnny? Why did you completely sell out to Vickers and become their number one Janny? Bye-bye, honestly. Principles and integrity. Hello, money, money. Well, yes. I mean, the only reason COG even entertains the Vickers is because they pay him a lot of money to talk about Ralph every single day. And Ralph is, something that people need to cover for content. So COG is very happy to just keep doing it because the guy lives literally on like lower than Section 8 housing on disability with a house full of Indian people and Dan. So let's see.
According to her father, she hasn't got any signs of this. According to the doctor, there isn't. She's not a cutter. Okay, according to your dad, Faith, you're not a cutter. But again, what's he gonna know? You've probably been cutting yourself all over and no one knows. She used to cut herself for years. There you go. She had done it over 40 times. Well, I mean, the fact she's so proud of this to tell everyone on her Twitter. This isn't a reply. These are her tweets. These are her tweets. Man, I used to cut myself for 40 years. I'd done it for over 40 times when I was a freshman the first week. I
press S to spit on COG.
So I dated my ex, and then I cut myself 40 times in my freshman first week. On her thighs like a nerd, says Cowboy. She probably, who knows, she might have done it there, but that doesn't mean her parents haven't seen it. Do you know what I mean? Or her doctors haven't seen this on her, but she just kept it just hidden in that area. It's just, no, I don't think. I think it'll show 40 times, unless it's like tiny little cuts or something. I think it's going to show if they're gashes and stuff. People are going to see that stuff. God, it's just a thing. If people do that, they do that. And then it's real that they've done that. Fuck. And they're actually going through depression.
Yes, Squire is correct. All of those images. COG is such a vulture that after we did our lost stream, we did a lost stream, our first the first collaboration of the writers' room, Godwinson, Squire, and Perspicacity. We did an expose on Faith, all of her insane tweets, how she tried to kill herself drinking a bottle of Listerine because somebody called her out for dating that troll guy who was like 6 years older than her, that her parents were okay with then, but then we're suddenly trying to stalk him down and have him arrested, I guess. Even though the current boyfriend she has is the exact same age as the other one, as the troll. I can't remember. What was his name? Chris? As you well know, she was still sexting nudes to Chris, the troll face loser. He looked like he had meth teeth. She was still sexting nudes to him and saying she was going to set up Ralph, and she was doing a whole bunch of shit. Yes, Wild Smile and Dispatch were there, as was Bryan. And PPP even made an appearance in his first diva moment on stream, where he announced he was doing a stream over ours and said, because he was very butthurt that me, Squire, and Godwinson worked on that stream together. Let's just say we've always had problems from the jump. PPP had problems from the jump. So, I had problems with Bryan from the jump too. Bryan still wanted to kill me secretly after that stream. So, beautiful memories of a simpler time. All right, let's go back in.
To getting over them, that's really fucking good for them. But I don't believe you've even done this. I think you're the point person to sort of say this sort of stuff, but you never show it. You can show your baggy eyes, which we're gonna see pictures proving this is Faith's account coming through. You'll show your baggy eyes and how tired you are. Meh, someone love me. But simultaneously, you can't show your cuts that you want to brag about. She's got those broski scars, says Whiskey Runner 1. Exactly. All these scars that I can't take pictures of, guys, even though I want to talk about it all the time. Over the past 2 years, I've done it a total of...
You never went down the rabbit hole of her orbiters. You said there was... Okay, we did. It was in a separate stream earlier that day. We did a stream about all of her orbiters before, and we interviewed one of the orbiters too. And then we did the tweet. I guess that was technically our first true stream, Squire. That was our first stream together, was interviewing the orbiter. We did it earlier that afternoon. I don't think a lot of this stuff is like lost to time. I don't even know where you would find that. wasn't it like Happy Birthday Faith or something? That stream was labeled like Happy Birthday Faith Vickers or something. And we talked to all her orbiters, and the one guy told us how she drank a bottle of Listerine and wrote a suicide note. And then 8 hours later put out a tweet that she didn't actually die from drinking a bottle of Listerine. She probably got a little drunk, but you're not going to die from drinking a bottle of Listerine. You might have a tummy ache and you might get a little drunk, I guess, from the alcohol content. Or just sick. I mean, you're not really supposed to drink that. That's going to be pretty caustic to your esophagus and stuff. Apparently, when Faith was 16 years old, she was in Suit Yourself Discord server flirting with 50-year-old men. Yes, she was. She was flirting with everybody in the Suit Yourself Discord server, and then accused him of being a pedophile, and she was going to sue him. And she had her father go in there, and he was like threatening suit. And this is a long pattern for the Vickers. Ralph was just like where she made it to a level where everybody knew about it. It wasn't so niche anymore. She fully committed to the Ralph thing. No, I did not. I was there, but I did not. I was not on the review. I didn't appear that much back then. All right, let's resume. Let's finish off COG.
I believe 10 times or so. So only 10 times in the past 2 years.
Gotta
Not
brace
that bad.
yourself
She's
for
doing
COG.
better than 40 times in a week. You know, moral. I'm a stupid.
Drinking Listerine will make you go blind. No, it will not. But because methanol is what makes you blind. It binds to your optic nerve and causes massive inflammation. Your body can't really break that chemical reaction. So it's methanol, and where you'll find methanol is not like Listerine or any of that, because that's supposed to be safe. It's supposed to not have any toxicity really in it that could really kill you if you ingested it. But alcohol thermometers and stuff have methanol in them. And if you drink that, you will go blind. Your optic nerve will swell shut. Just a nice little medical fact.
Crazy person. Feel free to mock it. I don't care anymore. She just wants you to know she's a victim. She's a victim. Miss Self-Destruction saying 40 times because she remembers exactly so she could brag. Yeah, exactly. That's how fucking stupid it is. Spot on. 40 times because she had to remember the exact. I'd have to round up to got to 39 cuts and she was like, "Now I'll remember 40 a little better. There you go. I'll remember 40 a bit better." Gash.
Fucking mental case.
Well, he's right. She's a mental case. So. Okay. I'm clicking. All right. I think we're done with it. Oh, no. I have one more thing to pull up. One more thing to cover. And that is more Vickers related news. So we've got an update here from the Vicker Team V store. Welcome to A Log of Crafts. See, I gotta adjust the size of this a little better. Vicious Vickers approved. And it looks like her father with what does it say? Coin merchant. Random legal papers and happy holidays. Oh my God. Why did people want me to look at this? Oh my God, what is this? What is this? What the fuck is this? It says unveiling Glob's journey, a halfling monk tale on our spring shop. What is this? Oh, fuck. What is this? A daunting adventure as we introduce our latest listing featuring the endearing character Glob, a halfling monk and entertainer straight from the enchanting realm of Baldur's Gate. What is this? Oh my god. All right, we need a little music for this. Oh, man. Some wild stuff. I'm always shocked and surprised whenever. Let's read this together, boys and girls. Glob, the halfling monk and entertainer. From the hills of Lorraine, embarked on a journey after losing her parents in a monastery raid. After losing her parents? I guess that is a woman with a beard. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. We're going into a realm here of I don't even know. I think this might be a transgender halfling adventurer. In Baldur's Gate, she discovered a hidden enclave of dwarven monks and inadvertently adopted their beard brew elixir, resulting in a rapid and unruly beard growth. Embracing the unexpected facial hair, Glob turned it into a symbol of her diverse experiences and the friendships forged along her path. Blending her martial prowess, entertaining spirit, and quirky bearded charm that sets her apart in the vibrant city. Glob is a creation brought to us by our youngest contributor, my 9-year-old brother. After asking him to play a game of Baldur's Gate with me, he made Glob. After doing so, we devised Glob's story, purpose, and design. Oh my god, this was written by a 9-year-old? I think Faith is just hiding that she wrote this. I don't think even a 9-year-old wrote this crap. 50% savings, 50% for adventures. What makes this listing extra special? Half the profits generated will be dedicated to my brother's savings, nurturing dreams and aspirations. The other half, it will be for his spending, giving him the freedom to explore and indulge in the wonders that spark joy in his imaginative world. I told you the Vickers fucking cleared out all the college funds, all the bank accounts. Now they've resorted to this. Fund my child. Oh, man. Every purchase from this listing isn't just a transaction. It's a contribution to a young artist's journey. This reminds me of some catfish who used to pretend to be a 9-year-old artist and would like catfish men pretending to be the older sister or something. Meanwhile, she was like a 50-year-old woman with kids and a husband. But that's what this reminds me of. I can't remember. I think that was actually the story of the guy who started Catfish all the way back in the day. If anybody remembers that. They already want to sue me, dude. I mean, what's the difference? As we unveil this listing, we invite you to be part of Glob's journey. I don't even understand what this is. What do they want you to pay for? What are you paying for? Somebody explain this to me. Somebody explain this to me. What are you paying for? A 9-year-old to draw pictures? What are we paying for? I don't even understand what the fuck that is. All right. Okay. My brain hurts. Go back to some nice Christmas music. My fucking brain hurts from that. I don't even understand what you're paying for. They selling like NFTs? I don't even understand what's going on there. Somebody explain it to me. I've been indulging today. Order now before the holidays. So what are the products? Let's see. It's real. Okay. So what did they do? They put this on pillows and shirts and stuff? What did they do? You can buy prints of this? You can put it on a notebook? What the fuck is going on? This is really blowing my mind. I can't even, I can't wrap my head around this. I can't even, what am I looking at, people? Please tell me. What is this? Do you want a picture of this 9-year-old's draw? He clearly, like, you could tell what this is too. He clearly had like the little art stencil. Somebody had a stencil book or like an art book where you trace. And then you have like everything is swap outable. So you could trace the face and you could trace the hair. Then they trace the facial hair, which doesn't really even fit on the face. I don't know why anybody would pay for this. You can get it on a mug. You can get it on a coffee cup. You can get it on a shopping bag. I'm hypothetical. What is this crap? What? Who would be insane enough to buy this for somebody else? What the fuck? I'm hypothetical. What does it even mean? And what is this? This is like a paint drawing of Bart Simpson. Eat shirt. Oh my God, there's more? Oh, thank the Lord. Oh no, there is more. Oh my God. This is gonna break my mind. Ladies and gentlemen, what is this? This is a dog feeding mat. Pillows, a bucket hat, journals, duffel bags. What the fuck is this? What has happened to the world? What has happened to the world, people? I don't know. Where am I living? What is happening? Oh my God. You can get these on booty pants, you know, like yoga workout pants or shorts, tank tops, boxers. Do they have it on toilet seats? Let's see. I would believe it. Metal print. A pennant. Look, you can get a pennant of this. A sports bra. Yeah, this is infinite. The prices on this crap, too. She really had faith in this design. I mean, look at this. It just goes on and on. It's not even loading anymore. It just keeps going on and on. Come on, load. Let me see more of this. Oh my God, it's just not loading anymore. There's just so much crap. Let's try to refresh. I want to see all these designs. Look at all of this. Bath. Let's see what she's got for the bath. You get a towel, a beach towel. So you can get bedding. Fleece blanket with that on it. Get a fleece blanket of this drawing of Glob the halfling. Get face masks? Let's see. Oh, they won't even load anymore. Half of the shit won't even load. Nobody's been on this page. It's so long that most of the assets are they're gone. They've been sucked into the void. Etsy store. Okay, so that was just one store, ladies and gentlemen. That was just one store. Okay, are you ready for this? Please tell me. Looks like only one actual thing was done out of the store. It says 8 sales. Let's see. So Medicare, people bought Medicare plushies from Faye. Okay. Wow, that was an interesting rabbit hole that we just experienced. I don't know what that was, but it was an interesting rabbit hole nonetheless. Some wild stuff. This is absolutely kind of mind-bending. Let's see if I have anything else left on the agenda. Oh, there is more. There is more on the agenda. Oh my God, how did I miss this? Okay. Let's get my screen capture back up here. Do you want some nice plushies, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see. Clean it up, Fei Fei. I'm gonna buy you one now. Oh my God. Please don't waste any money. Members of the Sweetie Squad Inner Circle. Guys are saying a whole lot of nothing. I'm glad you all agree with me. Glad everybody was as shocked about the glop stuff as I was. All right, let's read this. So, custom-made plushies of original characters created by clients who have a vision for their own unique creations. These plushies bring to life characters that have been imagined in the client's mind. Let's see some of these plushies. Oh my God. Here we go. I think we need better music for this. We'll just stick with the psycho music. I mean, this is some disturbing stuff. These people dox themselves to the Vickers to create the shit. This is terrifying. I'm frightened. Atomic Denny's design custom made is a true representation of Atomic Denny, complete with his cute outfit and all his little details. Okay. 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 Iron Wolf Spear? What? Are you for real, Iron Wolf Spear? Are you out of your fucking mind? These people are fucking mentally ill beyond belief. I don't know who that is. Does anybody know who that is? Svelta? Uken Svelta? What the fuck is that? I need some. we've discovered something here that I haven't checked in on this in a long time. And this is a rabbit hole. Holy fucking hell. I've never seen anything like this. I guess pay pigs will spend. It doesn't matter what you're spending your money on. They'll just spend money on anything. Not that we didn't already know that, but Jesus. I don't know who some of these people are. I recognize these names. Pod Awful plushie for Fishy Musk. A Pod Awful, the only Pod Awful fan on the planet ordered a plushie of Pod Awful. Rage Pig plushie. Who is this for? Does she say who it's for? Let's see. No, unfortunately not. It doesn't say who it's for, ladies. Look into this further. Vicious Vickers, puppet with transcripts. Oh boy, we're getting real dark now. Look at the way she portrays her father. I mean, pretty accurate. Telling us, we worship Satan. This is my father. His eyes are bloodshot. He's lost his mind. Screaming incoherently into a web camera about some guy who plowed and impregnated me. The fate of every teen runaway, really. Let's be for real. Let's see, what does this say here? It says, introducing a heartfelt and whimsical personal project created especially for my dad. This delightful Muppet-style puppet is designed to represent his beloved character, Vicious Vickers, beloved. Sweetheart, you got to get a grip. I don't know about no beloved character. Made from soft and cozy fleece, the Vicious Vickers puppet features a custom-made coin merchant shirt, meticulously crafted from matching fleece material. The foam eyes have been carefully painted to replicate Vicious Vickers' laser eyes and a sprinkle of red glitter. Well, it looks like he's raging out. I don't know about no laser eyes. It looks like Vickers is hitting the old crack pipe again, Faith. To make this gift even more special, the puppet comes with a felt paper accessory that reads transcript. So disturbing. To make this gift even more special, yes, I read that. This thoughtful edition pays tribute to the memorable Transcriptapalooza stream my dad hosted during Father's Day. What a good dad. On Father's Day, my dad was screaming about the man who impregnated me. He wouldn't leave the computer for 12 hours as they read my court documents about my sex tape. Oh, what a good dad. He's going to win some awards for that, I'm sure. Best work. Oh, these are her best work. Plushies, totes, bags, commissions. Personal project. Some disturbing shit. Scooby Souls tote. Look at that. I told you. Nobody believed me, but I told you. There's some demonic shit going on in the Vickers household. I'm telling you. The word snacks has been crossed out with blood red paint and replaced with souls in eerie lettering. Well, doesn't that kind of just prove my whole point about what's going on in this house? There's some dark shit going on in this house. She quilts, too. Mostly hideous. Gator quilts. Faith making tributes to Gator. Wow, this is really getting super creepy now. I'm getting uncomfortable. Go to the blog. Oh, this is all that's on the blog. Wow. It's enough of that. I didn't miss the Gator quilt. I went back to it. Now. I sound like a less enthusiastic juice today. Well, you know, might have gotten into a few things today. It was a nice day to relax. Day after Christmas. A nice day to put your feet up and relax at home and enjoy yourself. I haven't gotten a nice day like that in a long time. Now, I'll leave it to chat here. We'll go back to some nice, cheery music. What am I at time-wise? Exactly an hour. Where I kind of want to stop it. Okay, good. We're at a good time. If anybody would like to call in, I will take callers. And I don't know. If you have any questions in the chat, ask them. We'll wrap it up in about 5 minutes. What does this say now? I'm not... First of all, listen. Bryan never gave me $100. Bryan just counted the money I got and him not getting $100 as me getting it. So that's the answer to that. It's not like I was paid an extra $100 for Bryan. That might have been PPP's excuse to him privately. I don't know. But I never received $100. I've never received a dime from Bryan. Period. Next. Why are you gay? I don't know. I can't answer that question either. The incredulity in your voice. Well, I'm the most offended by that. You could say all kinds of things. You could say you want to drag me in chains behind a truck to my death. But to say that you loaned me money and I was going to be homeless and I needed money to pay my rent and for groceries is insane. That's just, that actually I find offensive. Because it's just, there's just no reality. There's no reality, and you're trying to say I'm some kind of leech asking a married man with children for money. I just asked Squire for the money if I was really that desperate. Yeah, that's right, Squire. I know you hear me out there. He didn't even give me $100. He's just referring to the $100. I wasn't going into the specific, Squire. So you could say that. I'm not saying that. Was Bryan completely useless in a lot of ways? Yes. Did he agree to pay Bryan? Yes. He should pay I mean, he should have paid Bryan the $100. There's no question. But Bryan literally just pussied out on the whole thing. So there's nothing I could really do about it. Bryan saved your life. Yes. In Bryan's mind, this is the first I'm hearing about this in like 3 years. But okay. It's the first I'm hearing. Well, this happened, that was 2 years ago. So this is the first I've heard of this in 2 years. Over 2 years. What's in Squire's golden briefcase? Cash. A lot of cash. Squire, open up that golden briefcase and send me some of that cash for Christmas, bro. Pay him back with an outline. Bryan saves your life every day. Yes, I'm sure in Bryan's mind that's what he's doing. As he's telling people, all my personal information, he's really helping me. You're really helping me, Bryan, by completely telling people personal information and then warping it to the point where it's unrecognizable and nobody knows what the fuck you're even talking about. But as Bryan will admit, he talks shit and it's complete nonsense and has no basis in reality. He just does it because he can. I guess he's very lonely. I don't need a bus ticket. I got my own car, Squire. It's very generous of you. Person paid an outline. Does anybody have anything to say about Vickers? Have I missed anything on the Vickers? Please tell me before I wrap this up. I want to be all-encompassing of the activities for Christmas the Vickers were up to. Bryan is funny. I'll give you that. Bryan is a real showman, too. Problem is he does it on in private Discord call. He might as well just do it on his show and stop pretending like this isn't what he does all day. Pay up steak. Let's see. I'll make a little Discord so people can call in. I forgot to do that. Hold on a second. Oh no, did I forget to? All right, hold on a second. I'll put I didn't know this was empty, but create category, invite people. Let's see. Does it work? Yep. All right. If you'd like to call in and ask any questions that you'd like about the Vickers or I guess whatever the hell else bullshit is going on. I do wish Bryan a very Merry Christmas, and I tried to bury the hatchet with him. I really did for Christmas. But he was very unhappy about an album that dropped. That was in production for 2 weeks before. It's just that, we're lazy bastards and nothing ever gets released on time. So. If you'd like to call in, you've got 5 minutes. Squire, would you like to say anything? Or are you checked out on the couch or whatever? I know you're out there, buddy. Bryan can call in whenever he wants. I've opened that up to Bryan. Literally could call me anytime. I've never blocked Bryan. He could talk to me at any time. But it seems that Bryan can only send me death threats and then block me. But you could call anytime, bro. Were you the otter to Bryan's bear? Everybody's so obsessed with that. Squire is off 8 grams of Molly right now. That's probably true. Did Bryan ever ask to dock dicks with you, person? No. No, he never asked to dock dicks. I swear I really did try to bury the hatchet with Bryan. You guys suck. You never call in. Squire, would you like to call in, buddy? You'd like to call in from your tropical vacation in Hawaii.
What?
How are you enjoying the tropics, Squire?
Oh, well, you know. You've been here like 100
no,
times.
I don't know.
And
Crazy.
after like 90.
Yeah.
How was your Christmas, bud?
My Christmas was good, Squire.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, how was
So
your
I do have one
Christmas?
question. Why are you so poor that you're asking Bryan for like $100?
Oh, shut up, you. You know that's not even real. You were there for everything. That's not real.
Hang on.
You know
Hang on.
that's
Why are
not
you so
real.
low? Oh, fuck. I hate Discord. This is bullshit.
Well,
It's like
Discord
not
probably has me turned down, right?
Well, no, it wasn't on speaker for some reason. I'm on my phone. But no, seriously, buddy, why are you asking Bryan for money?
Never asked Bryan for money.
Bryan's literally in the woods, like killing his own food because he doesn't have money.
Oh
Like, come
my
on.
God.
He's like hunting turkeys and shit. Like, what the fuck?
You should have gave me money, Squire. And then maybe
I'm not
would've
giving
been
you
able to
shit,
pay my
buddy.
bill.
I'm giving you shit.
You know, that $100 in New York City, you know, that $100 because I was able to pay my rent. I was able to get groceries.
I didn't even know that. I thought you needed like $100 just to get like a bottle of water in New York. Like,
You
what the fuck?
do. You do need $100. No, we're in the Bryan zone.
It's like
right now.
it's like in Japan where they have those bars that all the fucking
We're in the
businessmen
fucking
have to go to.
twilight zone. We're in the twilight
So it's
zone.
like
where-
$1,000 for like a $5 whiskey because they got to get their expenses, you know.
Yeah,
taken
and
care of.
state taxes. Absolutely.
No, but it's been a good Christmas.
It has.
I'm very excited for the new year. Hopefully, there's something going on for New Year's Eve.
You've been into the
Almost
Bryan zone, Squire. Maybe as much as almost I have. You're the next closest one. Well, maybe Godwinson. I don't know. Who do you think has experienced the most inside the Bryan zone?
It's hard to say because Adam's known Bryan for a little bit longer than we have.
A
So,
little bit longer.
but then again, Adam will just like ignore Bryan. So.
Well, he doesn't. Nobody engages with Bryan like I did. I had to try to walk Bryan down from a lot of his delusion that there was, you know, sock accounts of major people from Gamergate still following him after 9 years.
I don't know. I will say I don't like the accusatory DMs I get from him.
You don't
I don't
like
really
that?
appreciate it.
Wow.
No, I don't. And
you
he's
don't
done it
like
one too many
DMs where
times,
he's
so.
threatening to kill you and saying that you're trying to kill his family.
Well, he
and
hasn't
kill
done that yet. He knows better than to do that.
Yeah. So is this a message
But-
to Bryan? Is this a public announcement to Bryan? Oh, this is interesting.
Yeah, I just don't like him accusing me of shit. And every time I get a fucking DM from him, he's always accusing me of shit. I don't appreciate it.
Well, supposedly I crafted all of the songs, and that was my
Oh, you
fault.
did?
Even though I was the laziest bastard, I really didn't have much to do with the songs besides writing a few of them like 4 or 5 days ago. You remember?
I just helped Adam edit one of the videos, and that was it. And it wasn't even the one he was yelling at. He was like saying I like doxed his family or some bullshit. I'm like, no, I didn't. It's like, okay, buddy.
Well, Bryan was
posted
very
pictures.
upset. Hold on. Can you link me the song that is in question?
Hang on. I'm on my phone, buddy. Why are you asking him to do it on
Is
his
there
phone?
somebody else in here? Would you like to speak, sir?
Hey, who is this?
Are you one of those weirdos who sits here silently and records a live stream? Please tell me.
He's like, this is clearly a private call.
Oh, wait. I'm getting a call from the man himself. Here we go. Bryan. Go ahead.
Hello?
Bryan, yes.
What are you doing, Persa?
What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm not doing anything.
What are you doing, Persa?
I'm not doing anything, Bryan. This is your schizophrenic delusions. This is about the Vickers.
The Vickers. Hold on. I understand that the Vickers are like a piece of shit, right?
Yes.
But how can you feign ignorance and complicitness to anything? You hosted it on your channel. He flagged himself down by showing somebody sucking a dick that you know it wasn't me. You got caught by fucking Dime of all people in a fucking open chat
Bryan,
on Esoteric
first of all,
hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. On Esoteric Archives and channel, lying. You openly said we all knew that he didn't do these things. We just you go on the stream and you huff about. You openly tell people who are crazy, who are openly saying that they want to rape my child.
Oh, right? Please.
To me,
give me a fucking break, Bryan. I never had anybody. What are you gonna say about that, Bryan?
You don't get to do all this. This whole parading bullshit. You don't get to do it.
Parading.
You just need to hear it, and you need to shut the fuck up. You had a drunk, drugged out, ketamine retard British man post my wife's photo up there. I didn't do that to him.
Oh, please. That was on your Twitter account, Bryan. I'm not going to let you say bullshit.
Shut your mouth. It's not bullshit.
I'm not going to let you say bullshit and say you posted your wife's stuff onto your own Twitter.
Your guys' lies over nothing, over what you call as a cardinal sin of shit that you either misremembered or misrepresented.
I didn't misremember anything, Bryan.
Just a lie.
Bryan, you're being Bryan. People are recording you 24 hours a day. Don't me.
Shut up. I don't.
People are recording you. I hear what you're saying, bro. Okay.
You openly posted my wife's photo with him on a live stream where he openly told people to go harass her, to go harass my family off of lies that you openly admitted were lies on other channels.
If Squire wants to join, he can join.
To the kill stream.
But I would rather just have this conversation.
You said I was crazy when you guys did this. You had Warhammer, Shaggy, and other people that you know is happening.
Give me a fucking break. Warhammer and Shaggy, Bryan.
They've constantly swatted us.
Bryan.
They've constantly done a bunch of shit.
I have nothing to do with these people. You're hanging around with these people.
I could have done.
Bryan, you need to admit that you hang around with psycho people and you're surprised when they act psychotic.
For being evil, fucked up people, because that's what you
Who's evil and fucked up?
Then you bring in Ace Solari to try to pit this guy who doesn't know what's going on. Who gets in my DMs to argue about the ethics of doxing swatters. People who are swatting.
Who are you talking about?
The same people that you claim I put a target on your back when you.
Who are you talking about, Bryan? You have to unmute yourself, Bryan, so you can listen to me.
Lines that you fed. And then every day you're going to fire up streams and talk.
He has me muted and he's monologuing.
Crazy.
What a confrontation, Bryan!
Raping my 5-year-old daughter.
Oh, give me a fucking break!
Thing out of your mouth is
you're sitting in calls with the person who's saying this to your face.
Down there to
Bryan literally sits in calls. You could go to Imprez's channel and watch him sit for 5 hours a day in calls where Shaggy is in and out saying these things.
And because Shaggy's crazy. But these crazy people believe the shit that comes out of your fucking mouth. These crazy people act upon
these crazy people know you, not even from me. They know you because you hang out in the Discord server.
Vickers in Faith, who deserve it rightfully. About going after Ralph's family. When you are cut from the same cloth, you'll host it.
Give me a fucking break.
You'll sit there and compilate songs with them about the things. You'll post pictures of my daughter. My wedding photos.
Oh my God!
Private,
the photo he's talking about, people, is the photo that's at the end of the Best of Bryan segment of 2017.
Fine, but it's relatively
that somebody, I guess they just uploaded a fucking thing where it was the whole video in the background.
You'll work with the trannies. You'll work with swatters. Bring them on Adam's show that you host on your channel. To openly claim that I
my God! I'm hosting swatters, the people who called into every show you ever did, Bryan.
Let Zoom on.
You can't even defend this. This is why you're monologuing with me muted. You can't even defend your crazy fucking behavior, Bryan.
And doing all this shit who fakes shit. And you're gonna feign ignorance when you hosted all this.
Who?
The video is still on your
Elaine?
channel.
I don't have
Anyone
any
can just go
contact with
watch
Elaine,
these
Brian.
things and see what is happening.
This
You
is
can
this
keep just telling your
pre-recorded?
chat whatever you want.
Can
'cause
you
you're an
are you listening
egomaniac,
to
'cause
this
you think You're
shit?
just the new Gator. You're the new co-host of the Kill Stream. You're fucking out of control. You both have been
Okay.
out of control.
I'm the
whole
new
time. I've
Gator.
tried to
I'm
be
the co-host
sarcastic
of the
about
Kill
it.
Stream.
I've tried to let you guys know what's going on. You try to ruin my marriage. You try to get my kids
I didn't
taken
try
away
to
from me,
ruin
divorced,
your
or any type
marriage,
of claims you
Brian.
could. You encourage swatters.
Brian, who
and
told you to get in a
pedophiles
call with
to
a tranny
contact
for
my
5
wife and me and
hours?
contact our works.
You
encourage
can't
all these people
respond
with
to
the
any
shit
of this
that you
stuff,
mad at
Brian, so you have
and
to
sit
fucking
here and claim that
monologue
it's just all
with
bullshit.
me muted.
It's all on the air. Then drag
And I'm going to
Squire
mute
into it
you.
when I'm generally just angry at the group of you guys because you disgust me. Because when we all walked away from Ashton, it was because Ashton's behavior was so
Oh my
disgusting,
God.
so immoral,
What did
so
that even
ethically
have to do
fucking
with you?
bankrupt
That was
that
another
there was no
thing
way
that
we
you
could get behind
attach
it. You
yourself
doxed
to
Adam's bank.
that had nothing to
Doxed
do with
Adam's,
you.
previous job with Mr.
You
Medical
were
on a
never
live
putting
stream.
together the
And
show
what
to
do you
begin with,
guys do?
Brian.
You guys do the same fucking thing. There is no moral, no justification, no grounds other than
Oh my
Bryan
God.
goes around and says some shit and be very vague, not specific, change the story
Listen to
5,
this
7, 8 different
nonsense.
times. It doesn't even fucking matter. You just will say whatever it is. You're no better than Ashton Parks. You're no better than the Keno fucking casino that you and Adam are obsessed with at this point, that you both need to move on from. And so
I'm obsessed with it.
I think at the end,
I'm
yes, you
obsessed
are.
with it, bro.
Yes, you are.
You're
100%.
going on
I think at
shows
the end of all
saying
this,
that you're
you have no leg
negotiating
to
with
stand
Kim.
on.
I'm
To
obsessed
sit
with
here
it.
and grandstand
You're
about
going on
Vickers doing what he's
Cog the
doing, which is
Vulture's
completely fucked
show
up to
and
Ralph
saying that
and
you're
his
being
family,
paid
when you guys
and you're
encourage
doing
the same
contracts with
type of behavior
Keemstar.
from the same fucking people to the people closest to you, to the people who were friends with you, who had your back, that you can't
You
even
didn't have
provide
my
a single
back. You were
shred of
talking shit
anything
behind my
other
back for
than
6
this man
months.
talks about us at places
Oh,
with people on
Brian.
Discord when you're on Discord
You're
with me
not,
right now,
Brian.
having this conversation.
I
right now.
tolerated
You use
all the
same
bullshit that you
platform.
were up
You
to
go in
a
the same
point.
circles.
But I'm not
So
going
does
to,
Adam.
Brian.
So does most of these people.
Brian, I'm not
doesn't
going to
even
deal
make
with
any
you
sense, your
calling me
argument.
saying
It's
people
just
are
horse
sending
shit. It's
bomb
horse shit
sniffing
to
dogs to your
justify
house when you
awful
will
behavior
not
that you guys
edit your
condemned other
behavior.
people that we were friends with for doing. The same fucking thing. The same fucking thing. There is no difference. You're not going to tell me that you're any different than Andy Worski and Ashton Parks.
yeah, okay,
There
bro.
is none. Why
Does
would
this
you
make
do
you
that?
feel better, Brian?
At what point? Why would you think that
Brian,
lying
does this make you
and
feel
trying
better?
to get my wife and children to be
Oh,
gone out of
come
my life
on.
to
Did your
promote
wife tell
crazy
me?
people who are
How would your
swatting me
wife
actively
even
to go
see
after
the
my
video
job,
unless
to
you
go after
showed it
my
to her?
wife, to go after my kids, to do all these crazy things? What would justify you?
Nobody
for
told
that?
anybody to
Why
go
would you
after
even
your
engage
wife.
in that behavior? Why would you
Brian,
encourage
these
Adam
people
to
have
engage
been
that behavior?
obsessed with
Over
you
what?
for years. According to you,
No,
they
no,
stalk you.
no. Stop. You
Brian,
don't
according to
write
you,
me
you
off
get
as,
swatted
don't
every
worry,
week.
it's been years
These
and years
people
of
have
just
been
this random
stalking
shit,
you
and it
for
just happened.
9
This didn't just
years.
happen. You made a
Okay.
decision to put this on your channel, to put my family in that position on purpose.
I didn't know what he
You
was going to
hosted
cover,
You
but
thought it was a good idea. You still have
you
it
thought
up
it was
there.
a good
When I came
idea
here
to
the other
go
day
on
with a
Twitter
screenshot
and
of my wedding
record
photos
8
and my
minutes
1-year-old
of
daughter after what you
monologue about
and
how much
Shaggy
somebody
were
is a
talking
drug
about.
addict and
You
abandoned their
pushed it out
child.
there on the internet with Godwinson on his new fucking thing. You promoted it. You just told me, don't worry about it, bro. It's no big deal. How am I supposed to understand that you want to brick a pedophile in the head, but you're okay with sharing my child to these same people?
Brian,
that
you take pictures of your child and
you
post
can't
them onto
justify
Twitter.
any of your actions.
Well, Squire, I guess, wants in here, but I can't add him without you accepting it. So.
Oh, am I still here? Hello?
Yeah, you're still there.
I thought I got disconnected. Okay, well, this is weird. My Xbox is saying differently. Look, that's all I got to say.
That's all you have to
when I
say.
did my whole
You
stream in
can't
the
explain
car, it was just
anything. You can't answer one question, can you?
Absolutely, I did 100%.
You didn't answer
don't like
anything.
the answer. You don't like the answer. I don't need to answer a goddamn thing. You have gone
You're
way over the
unhappy,
line with that.
Brian.
I
didn't do anything to you.
Hold on, I can't hear you for some reason because now it's cutting in and out. I don't
you
know.
can't hear me now.
Yeah, you did something. I don't know.
I didn't do anything, Brian.
Hold on. Let me reconnect.
Just reconnect to the call.
Anybody now?
All right, here we go.
It works.
So, okay,
Hello?
so now I'm being accused of life ruination
I can
and
see you in the
attacking your
chat.
family.
I've got like 5 more minutes, maybe.
You've got 5 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, I do. I'm sorry. I have a newborn. I'm trying not to. I got
Well,
shit
that's
I have to
good,
do
Brian.
all the time.
I think I gave you plenty of advice.
Doctor's been like
your advice is
6 hour long Discord calls that
Your
are getting
advice is shit.
everywhere on
Your
fucking
advice is
YouTube.
utter dog shit. What are you talking about, Squire? This has literally. You were
What?
only
Are you
angry.
fucking
What you
kidding?
shouldn't
Do
even
I need
be.
to
You
fucking
shouldn't be
link
mad.
them?
Why
Do I
would
need
you?
to fucking link the fucking
Why would you
Discord
post
calls where
on-
you're fucking spurging out for 6 fucking hours a
What
day?
are you talking?
The
Yeah,
last
it's
fucking
old
2
shit.
weeks?
You're listening to old shit. Who
Oh
cares?
shit, it's from
Who
like fucking
cares?
2 days
It's
ago.
from 2 days
Holy
ago,
fuck.
Brian.
Who cares?
Come
Squire,
on, Brian.
Who gives a
Who
fuck
cares,
about a
Brian? You're like,
Brian.
Brian,
It
you come on
matters
here.
not.
Oh, I only have
You're
5
sitting here
minutes
with
for
the
you
same
guys.
guy
I have
who
a
hosted my
newborn
fucking
child.
wife's
Why the fuck
base
you
up there and
spending
told
6
everyone to go
hours in
harass
fucking
her.
Discord
They
calls? You
posted my
fucking
child.
spurg
I'm not
faggot piece of
harassing
shit.
your
Why is this
child,
Shut the
taking
fuck
Brian.
up, Brian.
I don't
No,
know,
Brian,
bro. It's
shut the
because,
fuck up.
I
Oh,
have no
look, even
issues.
sick of
Squire.
Squire
your
is
fucking
mad.
bullshit.
You never were participated in the bullshit. Clearly, you're not involved in the
Because I'm
bullshit.
sick
It
of you
doesn't
fucking
really
accusing me of
jive
shit,
with me.
you
But
fucking
I am
fag.
going to talk to you as a friend where I'm like, hey,
Squire's
isn't this
mad.
kind of fucked up? Isn't this kind of way over the line? Isn't this why we walked away from the same people like PPP and Worski, who were literally doing this shit? Who were literally
Brian, let
doing
me
this
ask
shit?
you a question. Is it fucked up to be telling everyone our fucking private conversations?
I don't care anymore. Why would I
You
give a
don't
fuck
care.
about
Brian,
your
you've been
private
doing it the
life?
whole
You don't give a fuck
time.
about mine.
Shut up.
You don't care about mine.
Oh, you don't care
Why would
because
I
you already
respect
did it
you
after
and
You
the
already got
fact.
caught. That's
Adam's
why you were
privacy
so
after
You
guilty and
already
having
got
meltdowns
caught.
for
involved
You
6
in
got
months.
caught.
that
You
you are
were telling
continuously
people
doing,
all of
that you are
Adam's personal
obfuscating
shit
that is
way
literally sitting on
before he
Puss's
fucking
channel
snaked you.
right now.
Way
The whole
before he
snaking
snaked
thing,
you,
the whole
buddy.
behavior of it all. It's one thing to talk shit on the
Brian.
internet and disagree with each other and
Brian,
not
just
like each
answer
other,
the
Squire,
question.
and maybe not like that I
Answer
talk
my
on Discord with
fucking
people the same
question,
way
you
He's
you
not
talk
going to
on
faggot.
answer the
Discord with
question
people,
because he's
because it's the
guilty.
same fucking thing, just two different fucking people.
Oh, blah, blah,
Doesn't
blah,
really
blah.
fucking
What was
matter,
me?
but
What
it
was
doesn't
me?
give you the
I'm
right to
Brian
act
Dunn.
like Warski.
I'm the
It
most
doesn't give you the
depressed
right to
man
act
to the
like
Bro,
Hunter
I've
Ralph.
not done
Doesn't give you the right
anything
to
to your
act like these
child,
fucking
Brian.
people that you guys sit here and condemn by
Yeah,
going
I'm
after
so
my
oppressed.
fucking
Oh my
family
God.
and my
Chad,
Brian,
please
livelihood
feel
and my
Did
sorry
I
for
not?
me,
and
Chad.
my
I don't know what
kids.
I'm
Will
going to
you
do.
answer
They're
a
taking
Taken
my
question?
away
family.
and
Oh
all
my
this
God.
crazy shit that's going on with these fucking people that are promoted by Adam
You have
and
me
by these
muted, you
behaviors.
dumb
How
fuck.
is it that I'm
He
Okay,
has
here?
us
Shaggy. I'm
muted.
just going to call
I
you
don't
Shaggy
do
from
He has
now
us
on. Since you have to
muted.
had
He's
mute
my kids
Chad
ignoring
because you
us.
don't want
for
to
over
fucking
a
engage with
decade.
anyone because you're a
I've
fucking
done what I've
pussy.
done all the time.
What
I
happened
figured.
to
I
Mr.
thought he'd
I'm the king
engage
of
with Squire.
And
IBS?
Adam is a fucking mess, which you both know about. You say it's none of our business. Where is it in your
Why are you
business
so
to
obsessed with
go after my
Adam?
wife and my kid's stuff?
He
Ignore
can't
me.
answer
Okay,
any of these
ignore me. I don't
questions.
give a
My
fuck.
white kid it definitely doesn't do YouTube. None of this shit makes any sense. It's
Read
fucking
off the script some more,
hypocrisy.
Brian.
It's
Read off
utterly
the script some more.
hypocritical. It's
Brian,
Read
utterly
off the fucking
hypocritical.
script.
Brian,
It's not a
you're
script.
calling
It's not a
people's
You're reading off
grandmothers
the
on
fucking
the
not
script. You're
phone.
not even
I'm
fucking
talking to you like
acknowledging
a
anything I'm
fucking
fucking
person. I'm
saying,
not
you
sitting.
dumb
I'm
fuck.
on. Okay, Squire, I'm on my Xbox when I was just playing.
I'm on my
the game.
Xbox.
This
I'm
isn't a
on my
script.
fucking phone.
Yeah, it's
So what
literally
the
right
fuck
next to
is your
my name.
excuse?
This isn't a script, you fucking moron, and you know that. This is me talking to you like a human fucking being. This is hypocritical. This whole shit is hypocritical. All of
What's
this is
hypocritical about
What
it?
you guys have done is no better than what
What have I
Ashton has
done?
done. It is no
What have
better
I
than
done?
what
You always
Worski
accuse
has
me of
done.
shit.
You know
You always
that, and
fucking
I
accuse
know
me
that.
of shit.
Instead
Then
of
say I
sitting
didn't
here
do
and
it.
dancing around the
And
fact
then
that I
there's
talk
proof
to
of me
people on
doing
the
it.
internet. Whoa, buddy. Holy shit. And not, oh, Brian, we put your wife and kids out there for crazy pedophiles. And
Oh,
we put
come
all this shit
on,
out there and we
Brian.
told him to
You're
correct,
taking
to harass
pictures
them,
of your
contact
daughter
your
and
work
putting
and
them on
shit, which is
Twitter, and
literally
I'm
on
begging
Perspicacity
you not to
Brian, you're
do it.
literally
right now.
posting your
Anyone can
family
go
on
do that.
Twitter. Are you
You
fucking
guys
delusional?
decided to get
They
involved
know
in
I
that.
begged you not to do
Clearly,
it.
except for you, Squire. Thankfully, for until recently, I guess, I don't know, until now, you have stayed the fuck away from it, rightfully so. But it is, you can't tell me that's not
Staying
disgusting.
away from what? What the fuck are you even talking about, Brian?
You know exactly what I'm talking talking about?
What?
This whole
Please, no. I
situation.
need you to tell me in
Do I
detail
need to
what
go
the fuck
grab
you're
the
talking about.
timestamp when Adam pulls my wife up, labels her all out there, puts her whole docs out, and says,
You
"Oh, you
put
can
that
contact her,"
on
based
your
off of
Twitter.
lies.
Posted her fucking
Based off
LinkedIn
of
on
lies,
Twitter, you
where
dumb
I
fuck.
never cheated on my wife. Persip knows that. You
I
know
never
that.
accused you of
Everyone
cheating
else
on
in the
your
fucking
wife.
room that was involved in this gay op knows that.
Oh, it's not a
Matthew
gay op,
Cat
Brian. It
knows
was
that. They
funny to
open
say
screenshots of
that
them
you're
openly
with a
telling people
tranny.
that
You
nothing
accuse
happened.
other people
This is
of
complete
cheating on their
fabrication.
wives.
Yet you guys decided to punish me by talking to people.
Rules
which
for
is
thee, but
complete
not for me.
horseshit, which is complete
This is the
horseshit,
Bryan
Squire. It's
fucking
completely
bullshit.
wrong by going after not me, but saying my wife and my children are free game and trying to see if you can get them to leave me.
They're not free game.
You know
I
how
don't.
fucking insane that is? That's no
Are
better
you
than Vickers.
insane,
What's the
Brian?
difference between
You're
Perspicacity and Adam and
insane.
Vickers? Walk me
Nobody
through it,
has
'cause I
done
don't see it.
anything to your
I
children.
don't see it because it's all there. It's all there for anyone to watch and see. You guys did it. You didn't have to do that. You could have called me a faggot. You could have done your gay op.
Well, I will call you a
guys went to
faggot.
that. Squire, I mean, you hang out with people who will do the same shit to you if you let
Oh
them.
my god,
No one's doing shit to me, Brian, because I'm not a fucking like
Brian, have
perpetual
I
victim
not
like
been
you
like
are.
seriously?
How am
Have
I
I
not
not
a
been a
victim?
good friend
Why-
to you?
Whoa, there it
How?
is. There it is. I knew that would make you
But
fucking
how am I
splurg out.
not? Instead of saying it's not a spurg out, I'm talking to you. How am I not?
Jim
a victim
victimized
of
me.
what you
Oh,
guys have
Adam
done?
victimized
You
me.
faked me cheating on my
everyone
wife.
victimizes you,
You
Brian.
told people to go
Faking,
harass my wife.
doxing me.
That
Oh my
happened.
god.
You had people like Warhammer and Shaggy doing it. You just had
No.
Percy the other day tell
Oh my
Shaggy,
God.
I
this
don't know
crazy guy wants to rape my
Warhammer.
daughter,
I don't know
his words,
Shaggy.
not
I'm not
mine,
in
that he's
calls
gonna
with
go there
them,
and beat him
Brian.
with a brick with me, which was funny, but it perpetuated the bullshit.
Oh
it
my
definitely
god.
did. As sarcastic
So you're gonna
as
say
that
that's
sounds,
harassment
you had
too?
all this shit
That I said
happen.
I'd beat
You had
Shaggy's head in with a
crazy
brick?
people fucking with my family on a regular basis since October, Squire. You've been on the calls with
Brian,
me
prove
when they
it.
were swatting me. Adam brought the people swatting me on a live
Brian,
stream.
you've
and let
been
them just
saying
make shit
people
up.
have been swatting
You
you
know that, and I
since
know
I
that.
met you
Brian, those people have
weekly.
been swatting you for years. Are you fucking serious right now?
Are we really going to play this game? Are we really? You were literally in the call that it happened. The third time
And
it
that had
happened.
nothing to
Are
do
you
with
gonna
me.
sit here and tell me that
You got
what
swatted
Adam
and
did
that had
by
nothing
bringing
to do
on
with
those
any of us,
people
Brian.
and denying all of it and claiming that I'm
All I
the
heard
serial-
was a woman's voice. It could have been anyone.
Wow, bro. Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm just
All right,
saying,
bro.
Brian.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
just
Brian,
saying.
you're
Just
saying
like
that
that?
I'm just
people were
saying. I
swatting
mean, not
you.
that I
That's
don't believe
why-
you. It's just that
like that.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to believe anymore because you're just both-faced lying right now, saying that.
I'm not
Oh,
lying.
I've never
What
said
am I lying
anything about
about?
any.
There's nothing else to say, Squire.
No,
If it's
literally a
like-
fucking dossier
if
from fucking
it's like
retards
that,
that you
Squire,
talk
I've got
about
nothing to say.
to and
The
tell
fact
all
that
the
you
private
just claim
conversations.
that and you know
Every
exactly what the fuck
fucking
I'm talking
time,
about, you're just
literally
gonna lie.
5 minutes after you're on the
It
call,
tells me
they
everything I
fucking
need to
send
know.
us a fucking dossier about everything you fucking said about
show,
all our
Percy.
private conversations.
You guys are absolute evil fucking people. Anyone that associates with you guys from this point on, I mean, after the Ralph stuff, sure, but anyone after that, after this, just anything's free game.
Will you
Anything's free game on
acknowledge
the
that
table,
you say you
is what
get
I'm hearing.
swatted
So,
every week and
good
it's
fucking
been
show,
everybody?
I don't have
Zoom,
anything else to say with you guys.
Juan,
I'm
but not
completely
forgotten.
disgusted.
Ralph,
I'm
I've
completely
heard you
disgusted.
accuse everybody.
Everything that you guys have ever stood
Go spend
for,
6 hours in a
complete bullshit.
Discord call.
Ever
We'll get the
stood for all
recording
the
later.
morals, all the ethics, all the advocacy, is complete bullshit.
I mean,
to me.
Brian,
and anyone
it's
else
just really
that'll watch Adam's
disappointing,
recent
Brian.
streams will absolutely see that that's the case. So, good luck in your fucking shows. Absolutely disgusting.
Right.
All right,
Juice.
Brian.
As
Go
low
have some
energy as
turkey or
possible,
something.
Brian, muting me and monologuing.
What the fuck was that?
I don't fucking know. I just don't even know. I'm not
I'm
even
so
angry
sick
at
of
Brian.
this
I
shit.
know
Oh
Brian
my
is
God.
mentally ill. Listen, I know Brian is mentally ill. Okay.
I can't stand it anymore, bro.
But I can't
I've
take
tried.
it anymore.
I
Do you know how many times Brian has accused me of swatting him, of encouraging people to harass Brian for years and years and years, as well as Jim, CRP, Ralph, random Twitter accounts, random Kiwi Farm accounts, like One But Not Forgotten, who was also being socked by Fred Fox and Coach Red Pill and all of these people that were all schizophrenic delusions in your mind, Brian. Plate Gang is swatting you. Zoom is swatting you. Warhammer. It seems like everybody who meets you, Brian, is swatting you. And I've asked you to stop 1,000 times. I've asked you to stop having meltdowns behind the scenes 1,000 times. You won't stop. And what are we supposed to do with you? You're giving out personal information. You're giving out information, everything since when I became the co-host for Ralph. You're constantly pressing me for information about the show. You're peddling that information around. I'm letting you get away with it because you're my friend. I'm letting you get away with this shit. And then we have to deal with you melting down and accusing us of doxing and swatting you. And it's just too much, Bryan. It's too much, bro. It's too much. Like, I can't take it anymore. I can't take dealing with you screaming that I'm ruining your life every day. Just like everybody else that you meet. I mean, somehow I gave numbers to like the Warhammer and Shaggy and all these people. I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about.
I have no idea. I'm just sick of this bullshit.
I'm just like, it's just like, I tried to
can't
I
fucking
swear
take it
to you
anymore.
guys.
Every fucking time Adam breathes, this fucking faggot literally will like send me like a fucking Bible verse.
Well, listen.
Of like, oh my God, what have you done, Squire? Are you involved in this? And every time I'm just like, no, Bryan,
listen,
I'm not.
I swear to you, I swear.
Like,
I
holy
really,
fuck, no
I
wonder
reached
people
out
snake
to,
him.
yeah, well, I swear, I reached out to Bryan for Christmas. I said, Bryan, let's bury the hatchet, bro. I love you, bro. I've known you for years. Let's let this slide. And his response to me was that I was attacking a 5-year-old child and trying to ruin her life. And I support pedophiles and all this stuff. And it's just too crazy for me, Bryan. I can't deal with this insanity with you. It's just like, well, what do you want me to do, bro? Like, you know what we do online. I don't think anything that was done was over a line that you had already stepped over 50,000 times, and we let you get away with it because you're Bryan, and we know you're crazy. And you were allowed to get away with it for as long as you did, and then you're posting public things accusing people of cheating on their wives, abandoning children, being drug addicts. You're accusing me of all kinds of insane shits. You're saying that you paid my rent and groceries, and I was begging you. I was down on my luck after getting kicked out of medical school. I mean, come on, Bryan. And then you're going to cry and say, I'm doing something terrible to you.
Do you live in a mailbox? Like, what the...
And I always tried to give Bryan good advice that was like against, like, you know, like if I really wanted to, you know, like if I really wanted to do something to Bryan, I would encourage him to do the insane thoughts that are in his head. So it's all very disappointing. I'm very disappointed in Bryan. He won't even actually talk to me. He just wanted to monologue with me muted.
Yeah, that was really fucking. I've lost respect for Bryan after that. He did it to me too.
I can't even believe that. I can't even believe it, Bryan. Like, what? I mean, you've exasperated me. Now you wanted to call into a show and do a calm monologue
fucking thing
and mute me.
Fuck him. Fuck him.
You got to be fake. Now you have to be a fake person, a fake persona, Bryan.
Yes, I'm Bryan Dondit. I've been victimized to a degree that
maybe he didn't want his wife to know. I mean, I don't even know.
I don't know.
I'm just
you better hope I don't fucking snake completely, because
well, I'm not going to encourage.
I'm like Adam. I'll just be brutal as fuck, and I'll just say every dirty little secret he told me.
Well, I don't encourage that. As Bryan well knows, I've never said anything personal, Bryan. This is the irony. This is the real irony here. I've never. No,
he doesn't have any respect for nobody. He doesn't deserve any kind of confidentiality or nothing.
Well, I've never revealed anything private Bryan has told me, and that's how it should be. I mean, you should be able to talk to people that you call friends for years without them talking all kinds of shit about you to random people on Discord. But I don't know. We don't have that line of respect, and we apparently never did. And somebody wants to cope and say, I'm trying to destroy their life. So, and then mute me and try to monologue something about like being this moral arbiter of what's right and what's wrong.
Oh, clearly Bryan is the moral arbiter of the sector, you guys.
I've never had anybody call in. I've never had any swatters call into my show, Brian. I've never had, like the people that you scream at on your own show and call swatters. I've never done that. I've never had any of those people on. So
I know Bryan has. I know Bryan has also like posted pictures of his family himself.
Of course he has.
On Twitter himself.
He posts them. He posts pictures all the time. He probably posts the picture of his wedding day, and now he's mad at me because he posted it.
Such
5
a
years
snake.
ago.
How dare you?
And it's part of a best of Bryan comp. I know exactly where that's from. I mean, it's from the best of Bryan compilation in like 2017.
That's a classic.
It's a classic. I mean, literally, probably hundreds of thousands of people have seen that at this point. I don't know what to tell you, Bryan. When people post pictures of my face, I don't get all that angry, or when they post pictures of the otters and the bears thing. I mean, that happened. What, am I going to have a meltdown every time? I mean, it just happened. It's funny. It's whatever. I don't give a fuck. People know my degenerate pornography, whatever. I mean, I don't give a fuck.
I don't need to know that, buddy.
Well, it happened on a live stream. It's literally my stream. My
you don't
chat
need to
is
remind
constantly
everyone,
otters
buddy.
and bears. Yeah. I don't think I need to remind them, Squire. I think they know. It's like every other chat. People seem to love that. So, but why would I get angry about that? It's funny. I mean, it's just stupid and funny. I mean, people do stupid shit. I'm no exception to that. I do stupid shit all the time. So, I just wish Bryan would be honest with himself. But
Bryan is never going to come out of the closet if that's what you're thinking.
No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm saying Bryan being honest with himself, that his behavior not on stream is what causes him all of this trouble. It doesn't even have anything to do with really him streaming. It has to do with what he's doing when he's not on stream is what's really causing him the problems that he has. And I just don't know how to get him to understand. I just don't get it.
No, he's got a newborn, you guys. He's very busy. That's why he spends 6 hours a day on this. Talking to Maddie Cat, by the way.
I mean, and Shaggy's saying this stuff to him, and I'm just like, what the fuck, Bryan? Why would you even submit yourself to this kind of treatment? I just don't understand it.
I don't know.
Why does every Killstream host get their Pornhub leaked? Ralph, Flab, Persip.
Gators
Bibble was the
leaked.
only except. Well, we already know. Gators said Panda
Oh yeah,
was
that's
leaked.
true.
Gator ain't going no Pornhub, bro. Gator's
Oh, my
masturbating
God.
to 4,000-year-old elf princesses who look 5.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
I'm surprised you wanted to hop on to that.
I'm just sick of this.
tried to be
I'm
quiet.
just sick of his shit.
I
I'm
tried
just
to be
fucking
quiet
sick
and
of
see
this
if
shit.
Bryan would talk to you, but it's like, Bryan, on Christmas, I don't want to get a manifesto on how you're going to kill me on Christmas Day when I just
Literally on Christmas Eve, I get a fucking big ass thing accusing me of all this bullshit. I'm just like, Bryan, no, I didn't do any of this shit.
Well, no, nobody did anything to Bryan. It's a picture, Bryan, that's been out there for like 5 years that you probably posted yourself. How are you going to say it's a private picture? He's posted those pictures himself. I'm pretty sure if you go to his Kiwi Farms thread, he posted those pictures himself.
Probably.
He's posted pictures of his wife and daughter.
Why would he do that?
I think he's even accidentally posted pictures of his daughter and then was like, I posted by accident. Josh, please delete these videos and all this stuff. And it's just like, I don't know how do you accidentally upload videos to Kiwi Farms. I don't understand Bryan on any level.
I don't know. Drop it off. I should drop it off. Fuck this piece of shit.
I helped write.
Disrespectful. Absolutely.
How many songs did we write together, Squire? 3 songs?
What's that?
I said, how many songs did we write together? Like 3 songs?
I don't know. Yeah, probably.
I helped write like 3 songs, but after I buried, I told everybody, I said, listen, guys, I'm not going to indulge in any Bryan hating on Bryan for the holidays. I'm going to have a very nice Christmas. We're not going to.
This is actually true. Person was like the only one that was just like, well, you know.
I wasn't going to shit on Bryan. I had really was serious. I was going to bury the hatchet with him. And then he sends me like this manifesto and will still not acknowledge anything that I've said to him. Acknowledges nothing. So it's a little exasperating. I suppose we'll check for the oh wait, did Bryan, you missed a call from Bryan. Hold on. Is Bryan trying to call me back? 1 second, Bryan.
You know, back when I was in the academy,
Oops.
we would follow every toast with a song.
Bryan,
The fuck? Hold on, I can't hear anything. Give me 1
are
second.
you going to acknowledge anything that I said to you?
Where's my fucking-
Have you been listening?
Hold on. Let me try this.
Oh,
Hold on. Hello?
you're exhausting, bro.
Can you hear me now?
Go ahead. Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
Yes, Bryan.
Hold on. Okay, there we go. Now it's fixed. Can you hear me now?
Bryan. Yes.
What, are you still live?
Yeah, I'm still live. You're calling me. You're spam calling me. What is it? Do you want to
Nothing. You just
monologue
started
at me, or
coping
do
real
you
hard
want
on
to
the stream.
respond? Do you want to respond to anything that I said?
I mean, you're just coping real hard on the stream.
How am I
mean, you said
coping?
your issue was you wanted to have like a civil discussion. So,
Yeah,
sell
I'm
me.
gonna have a civil discussion. Fine, I'll have
Okay,
a civil
well, I'm
discussion
listening.
with
Sell
you.
me. Sell me how.
Have you or have you
sell me
not
about hosting
posted
the
those
stream.
pictures publicly on your own Twitter?
No, I haven't.
You've not posted any of those pictures publicly.
I don't
on
have
your
a Twitter account, and the only photo I did was.
You don't have a Twitter
was me
account.
at a playground. So no.
You never posted any of those pictures on Kiwi Farms 5 years ago.
Not to my knowledge, no.
Not to your knowledge? Are you
No,
sure about that?
From my understanding, it was Vider Viking. What does it have to do with anything?
Because you're posting the. What do you mean? What does it have to do with anything?
I didn't know I'm Adam
You're
Edge. Am
posting
I Adam?
pictures, and then they pop
Why
up
about
5 years later, and it's my fault.
Because you're in the weeds. Let's take a
I'm
step
not in the
back.
weeds,
Justify Adam streams. Justify it.
Justify Adam Stream. Who did it first?
Yeah, start with the swatters.
Who did it first? The swatting is bullshit.
I didn't bring
The
on
swatting,
Adam Edge.
Brian,
I
I'm
didn't
not
bring on
even
swatters
addressing.
and Adam Edge. What are you talking about?
The swatters
who did what
we're not
first?
addressing. The squat. You've been
Why
swatted
are we not addressing the
because
SWAT? That's a
you've been
big deal.
swatted
Why
every
would you
2
not wanna
weeks
address
for
that?
the past 3 years. You tell me.
No.
the swatting has
You
nothing
can't just
to
try
do
to
with
feignt
me.
that they don't exist. That's not true. I even have a case number. You know it's real. I don't know why.
You say
why
they
you guys are
exist.
pretending
I'm
that this
taking
isn't
your
real.
word
I mean,
that
I guess if
exists.
you have to lie about it,
Brian.
then I mean it makes sense because you're on stream, so you're gonna lie, even though the case number was posted out there and people called it. So
Lie
I don't know
about
why you're
what?
making shit up.
What am I
Why
lying
would
about?
you not address the swatters? That's like that should
Because
be
you
number
have
one.
been telling.
First
I'm
thing,
taking
let's
your
break the
word
whole-
for you,
take a step
Brian.
back.
Listen to
Let's
me
take a step
carefully.
back. Let's take a step back. Hold on. Let's address it step by step. Okay. You called me and say I put a target on your guys' back.
I said you put a target on your own back.
That's not what you said. That's not what you said.
Brian, you put
You're
a
not going to try
target
to
on your
feint that I'm
own
some
back
crazy person, bro.
by
I'm not on
doing
medication.
what you're
I'm
doing.
not crazy. Do you think they
You
let a
are
crazy
crazy.
person do the job that I do? No. You're not going to pretend like we're done with
Brian,
the sector
you
shit,
get
okay?
on
I'm not
Discord
crazy.
and you act
You're not going to try to
crazy.
gaslight that into believing that
You
I'm
could
insane.
you live a
or I'm
normal
some
life
unhinged
somehow,
person
but
like
Brian, you
Shaggy,
act
okay?
crazy online. You act
Okay,
crazy.
yeah, it's a bit. It's
It's
a bit.
not
We'll
a
talk
bit.
right
You're
now.
crazy,
Yes, it is.
bro.
I'm not
You're
crazy.
fucking nuts.
No, I'm not crazy. Shaggy's a crazy person.
Okay,
I am
so-
literally fine. I am normal all the time. If I'm doing a show, it's a whole nother thing. It's completely
Oh my
entertainment.
god, here we go.
When I had people like Shaggy and Warhammer on my show saying the shit that they said, I banned people for doxing them. I just said, hey, no Life Ruination shit. You guys can yell at each other all you want. Just keep it on the internet, which you hosted Life Ruination. You did that.
So, Brian, did you delete the streams where people were screaming out doxes on your live stream?
Yeah, I've had to clean them up before. I even had a guy complain about his name being yelled that I didn't even know his name was yelled, and I had to take a stream down for 2 days to sweep it and then come back. I banned people. I mean, literally, one of the guys' names is Beans. He was yelling Warhammer's address. I banned him in the middle of that stream and said, don't do that. In fact, the Sucker Punch guy was in the call saying, can you unban the guy? And I said, if he can follow the rules, yeah, sure. I ban people off my discount kumites all the time. That was the one rule that I had. You know that, though. I don't know why I have to explain this. You already know this. Stop pretending that you don't understand the conversation we're having. I don't understand this weird gaslighting shit that you're doing to the chat,
Brian,
but it's not
you're
working. You're
hanging
not selling
around
shit.
with these people privately.
I don't hang out with these people, Persip. I sit in places and just listen to people spurg out. That's what I enjoy to listen to. I like listening to insane people yell on the internet. It's the same reason why the chat is here, why you have all these viewers in the chat, and why you're doing a stream about an insane person.
And what does that have to do with me?
Beyonce, whatever she is in Mexico on a live stream, because people want to listen to crazy people and Jerry Springer.
What does that have to do with
it has
me?
Everything to do with it. So when you sit there and say openly that I'm sitting in Discords listening to crazy people say unhinged shit, it's a fucking Tuesday. You do it, I do it, the chat
I don't
does it.
know. I don't hang out in VCs with schizophrenic drug addicts and listen to them scream at me. I do not do it.
What the fuck are you talking about? You openly told the
you're
chat.
my friend. I know you for years. It's a little different, Brian. Are you comparing? Hold on a second, Brian. Are you comparing you hanging out with Mormon Shaggy to me letting you call into my show?
Stop
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Person, why don't you calm down?
Do you understand how retarded that sounds?
It isn't retarded when it's true.
Okay, it's true. You're the same level of delusion as Mormon Shaggy. All right. As long as you know what
you said, and you're hollering. Hold on, back up, because you're hollering.
This is what you're saying. You're saying I'm letting you call into my stream. It's the same as you hanging out in VCs with Warhammer and Mormon Shaggy.
All right, hold on, stop. You need to take a deep breath, count to 20 and shit. Calm down. Listen to what I'm saying, because you're not listening. You're just yelling at me. Right? There's two different fucking things. Take a step back. I understand that you think I'm the crazy one.
You are crazy,
but
Brian.
You're fucking insane. So let's take a step back. Okay.
Brian wants to. We can play this whole bullshit, Brian.
Okay, so just stop. For the first stream of Adams, why would you guys think it was a good idea to bring on the people swatting me?
I don't know who swatted you, Brian. I don't think you have any idea who swatted you.
Okay, well, let's ignore that. Why would you bring on a crazy Jewish chick who's completely fucking insane, who wants to take...
Why would you talk to a completely insane Jewish chick and try to make her your co-host?
Me wanting to have a guest on is completely different.
It wasn't a guest. She was going to be your co-host. Be honest, Brian.
Yeah, I'm being honest. It doesn't even matter. The point is...
It doesn't matter why you were talking to her. Why would I talk to her? It doesn't matter why you talk to her, right?
Stop. Time out. It has no bearing on what happened. You guys brought in the people who swatted me. They openly made up a bunch of shit.
Are you saying Chuckles is swatting you?
Stop. Then you had Zoom and these people come on and make up a bunch of crazy shit. The Chuckles chick called into my show to yell at some girl named Cappy, who she's fighting a restraining order, a false restraining order. She's dragging people to court with Elaine Miller. That's happening. The same shit Vickers does. That crazy Jewish.
Were you in personal communication with this olive oil and Chuckles? Answer the question, Brian.
What does that have? No, I'm not answering the question with a question.
You better fucking answer the question. Were you in private conversations with Chuckles and olive oil? Yes or no?
No, not in the extent that you're implying.
Brian.
Yeah, Persip, yeah.
Was Chuckles not supposed to be your co-host?
Stop. No. What?
You're going to lie and say you weren't going to make Chuckles your co-host on Discount
She was never my co-host. She called in my stream and claimed she was trying to get someone's kid taken away.
Brian, this is why none of us can tolerate you anymore, because you lie.
This is irrelevant to the argument.
It's not
completely irrelevant to the argument. Who gives a shit about some crazy Botox lipped Jewish bitch in LA who's insane, who's like suing
You
everyone
are
on the internet.
talking
Hold
to
on.
her.
Hold on. No, I'm not. You're not listening. Who's suing everyone on the internet over fucking mean discussions while she involves herself with Zoom to swat grossly offensive and get his kids taken away.
Brian,
She's fucking
you're
crazy.
in private
She's
conversations with
She's a
that crazy
Jewish
bitch.
chick.
I
She's a
don't know
crazy
this
Jewish
crazy
chick.
bitch.
She's in open VCs all the time saying crazy shit all the time. So
Okay.
a crazy Jewish bitch
Yes.
goes on a stream and says crazy shit that isn't true. Whoa, color me shocked. You guys
Crazy
did
Jewish
that, though.
bitch who
But the
you
thing
were in
is- the thing is, Percival,
you were in
it
private
wasn't-
contact with,
Yeah,
who
but
you were
the
going to
thing is,
make your
Percival,
co-host.
It wasn't. Hold on, bro.
Is crazy?
It wasn't Dymo.
And
it
that's
wasn't
my fault?
Shaggy. It wasn't Axel. It wasn't Gahul. It wasn't Deadman. It wasn't Warhammer. It was you and Adam that did that stream. You even called in afterwards and tried to feign ignorance when you about my silly touching grass video, which was completely supposed to be funny, and I was also an awareness
Yeah,
for
and
you
your
guys
work
to
uniform, that was a
step
great idea,
the
Brian.
fuck back. My work uniform. I'm wearing a fishing shirt. You stupid fucking retard. Really?
You could
I wear
see the
fishing gear
helmet
at
with the
work?
logo on it.
The logo, it's covered in stickers that are beer
Oh,
stickers.
my
It's my
God.
old hard hat.
Okay.
It was a bit. This is how fucking crazy you are. You think bits are real, Perciv. When you go outside and you see some idiot in New York
I
acting
think
crazy, you
bits
just
are- I
think
think
that's what
bits are
everyone
real,
does?
Brian.
They're all fucking like that? It's fake. I mean, I'm in a fucking a wheat field.
So
Touching
okay,
grass.
so let's
and the
get this
sun's
straight.
behind me. You know
So
how
you're gonna
ridiculous
come
that
on
sounds?
here and lie about
You're
everything
fucking
that you were
crazy,
up
bro.
to. Let's
What's
get
that?
this straight, Brian. You're gonna come on here and say that you don't have any communications with Chuckles, right? Why shouldn't
Not
I have
the intent
Chuckles
that you're
on?
implying.
Why now
And
you're
neither does it
inviting
matter.
me to
I
invite
don't
this
care.
bitch
I don't
on
give
to
it-
show
listen,
her
Perciv,
communication with you?
I
That's
don't give a
probably
rat's
hundreds of
ass
pages.
what a crazy Jewish chick who's suing the world and trying to take people's kids away for not loving her on the internet says. I don't care. It doesn't matter. and
You're
it's,
in
hey, and
communication with
just
her.
like you
She's
told me,
not
hold on,
anybody
Perciv,
that I ever
Perciv,
associated
it
with,
doesn't
Brian.
matter. And guess
So
what?
you
It's
saying
none
that
of your
she's crazy
fucking
and up to
business.
all of these
At
things?
the end of the day, it's none of your fucking business. Just like you told me how it's none of my business that Adam does
You're
coke
bringing
and
this
ketamine and is
bitch up,
cheating on his
Brian.
fiance with Elaine. Those things
You're
happen.
bringing
You said
this
that's none of
chick
my
up,
business.
Brian. You
What
brought
does
her
this
up.
chick have to do with anything? Get off
You
the chick
brought
and move
her up.
on. You guys had Zoom
You're
on. You had the
screaming
sweater.
about
Let's
her.
go to the next stream because you were like hung up on a fucking stupid Jewish chick that I've already told you is fucking crazy. I've already
Okay.
pointed it out. Anyone can go look and see that she's absolutely batshit crazy.
Yeah, I
don't
know.
need
I
to
told you
explain this.
that when you
can just
started
go look
talking
into it.
to her,
So
and I told
if
you,
you know this chick is
Brian,
full of shit and she's
Brian,
crazy,
do not talk
Perciv,
to the
then why in the
schizophrenic
fuck are
bitch.
you
I'm
arguing
begging
about it?
you
This
not
is
to
how
talk to her.
stupid you sound. You're like, tell me about this crazy Jewish bitch. By the way, I know she's a crazy Jewish bitch. I told you about her. Well, then shut up and move on because you're just circling the same shit because you both agree with me. So what the fuck are you arguing about? To the next stream. So
Okay.
the next stream you guys do,
Let's
you
go,
host
Brian.
that
Lie
one
some more,
after
Brian.
Adam flags himself down by posting fucking gay porn on his shit of some dude that is not me
Okay.
sucking some tranny
No, it
dick
isn't
that you
you.
know is
It's
not
not
me.
you.
That's
Okay.
fucking crazy. That doesn't make any fucking sense. And you do the
It was
next
part
stream.
of a meme picture,
You
Brian.
do the next stream where you have a tranny who literally
literally
uploaded
the
their
same
own
stream.
video of them getting ass blasted, gangbanged by Axel.
Yeah, that you
Literally
asked
did
for.
that themselves.
Are you going to
And then they
deny that
openly
you
tell people
contacted this
and they tell
tranny to
people on
ask for the
Discord that they're
sex tape, Brian?
suicidal and want to kill themselves. And I tell this fucking guy not to do it. Now, my crime, and this is the only one I'll ever own, is ever being nice to a tranny. I will never be nice to a
Can
tranny.
you
I will
explain
never
why
talk
you were
to a tranny
in a
like that.
call
Shut
with
up.
this tranny
I will
for
never
5
talk
hours?
to a tranny like that. That's my only crime. It's telling a tranny not to pull the trigger.
That's your
in
only
fact, I
crime.
think they should all do it. Yes, because my crime was getting set up by you and that other faggot for something that I did not do.
Set up.
That
Brian,
yes.
this is a
100%.
delusion, Brian.
You played it on the stream. You guys openly pushed this idea out there. You know it's not true. Did I cheat on my wife? Yes or no?
I don't believe that you cheated on your wife with the tranny.
Then what the fuck are we arguing about? If it's not true,
You were
and
in
you don't
contact
believe
with
it,
the
then what
tranny
are
and
you even
5-hour
fucking
calls
doing?
with it.
Then
I
why
wasn't in
did you do
5-hour
that?
calls with it.
So with that being in mind, hold on, let's take a step back. That being in mind that you know for a fact that I didn't even do it, you don't even believe it, you know it's bullshit because you were aware of that it was bullshit to begin with. Even Dymo exposed you on this in his own fucking video. We could play it on your stream right now. If you know
I'm
that,
not
then
saying
why
that
would
you
go,
cheated
hold
on your
stop.
wife with the
Why
tranny.
would you go on with Adam's bullshit and push the idea that I cheat on my wife when I never
It was
did?
Adam's show. I don't tell him what to do on his show.
You hosted it on your channel. You were in the
And
chat
you
mocking
think I gave him rules?
Why would you? If it was you, I would have never done that to you. That's just insane. If you had a fiance or you were getting married to some
every
guy,
cardinal rule.
I would have.
You talk so much shit about everybody else.
I never.
And then you never hold yourself to the same standard.
I never talked about your shit until after what you guys did. Until after you did it, all the things went off. You literally did a stream the other day on audio that was literally 4 or 5 days ago with an old fan that used to be a guy who called in on my show that Impreza uploaded. It was a guy who wanted to know if the show was coming back, wanted to talk to me about
all
shit.
The audio, Bryan, that audio is dated like the 12th.
I have the right person to talk about anything I want with you guys because you guys had no right and no care in the world or respect for me and
Bryan,
my privacy and my family.
Bryan, you're making it like you haven't been doing this the whole
time. You openly said on this stream that you knew I didn't cheat on my wife. You knew it. You didn't believe it. You knew it was bullshit, and yet you hosted it and you let Adam run amok on it. Doesn't make any sense. So where am I making shit up, person?
Nothing. Nobody made you get in a call with a tranny, Bryan. And try to get
let me rephrase.
Try to get a council of people's sex tape.
Since I just already addressed this, my crime is being human and telling a tranny not to pull the trigger. I regret that. And I wish that Matthew pulled the trigger.
You don't give a fuck if that tranny killed itself or not.
I did enough to talk to it for 3 hours, didn't I, person?
Bryan,
if I must have clearly cared that they were suicidal if I didn't tell them. If I tell them to call not to do it.
You were angling for something. What that was, I have no fucking idea.
That is delusional. You listened to the whole 3 hours. You know that's not the case. So why are you just going to look for things that aren't there? You're putting in shit that you want to believe. The fact is I told someone not to kill themselves and to detransition. That's what happened. And then I had human moments with this person. Because this person told me that they were going to pull the fucking trigger. Did I know that they were scumbags? No. Am I ever going to talk to a tranny again?
You knew that they had a sex tape with DJ Axel where he was having a
butt
plug in its ass.
Listen. I find out they have a sex tape, and then they say they want to blow their brains out after a conversation in Grace Thorpe's server. Yeah, I felt bad. I mean, wouldn't you feel bad,
Grace
if some guy was like, my life is ruined, a sex tapes of me out there with these guys blowing my ass out, and I want to blow my brains out? That's a lot to say to somebody. That's a lot. I'm sorry. I know that this is like the sociopath hour where we all just sit on the internet and pretend that human emotions aren't real. But when someone actually has some horrible shit like a sex,
you're
like a
telling me, so you know
tape,
this tranny hangs around with Grace and Ben Thorpe.
That's where they were at. They
DJ Axel's server.
You know this.
Getting ass blasted
Stop doing this,
on a butt plug.
Bro,
I'm just saying you're denying everything. You're denying everything. You don't know anything.
I didn't deny everything.
You're completely innocent, Bryan. You don't know anything.
On my wife.
You're a good boy. You didn't do nothing.
On my wife.
Okay.
You just said it on the stream. How am I denying something that you don't believe in? DJ Axel's
Discord is best friends with Ben and Grace Thorpe.
No, he's not best friends with Ben. Matthew
appears on their streams,
but since we're going to get into this and you're going to pretend that you don't know, we'll give the chat a history lesson. Matthew is a Destiny fanboy who showed up after Shamu put out his video on. Hold on.
Tell them the whole history of this.
Hold on. Stop talking.
Yeah, tell them the whole history.
Stop talking. Who showed up after Shamu put out a video on the whole Ben Thorpe thing, and then Ben and them went on Destiny stream. Matthew followed them, as many others did, from the Destiny community into their Discord, where they were openly in VC trying to debate bro people. That's where they came from. In that VC, this person admits they cut their balls off, then somehow, I don't even know how, somehow they're involved with Axel getting their ass blasted, and then they want to kill themselves. And I say, don't do it, bro. Save your balls. Whatever. I like my fucking custards with mayo on it. At the end of the day, which doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. I mean, you're laughing.
So
you're
you
crazy
know this tranny's whole lore. I don't know this person.
Yeah, they showed up. I'm sorry, bro.
Keep telling me everything about the tranny, Bryan.
This is so full. You're so full of shit.
Tell me everything about this tranny.
You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit. You hang out with Shamu.
Tell me everything about the tranny,
You hang out with Shamu. Shamu's done a whole video about this. You already know this.
I don't hang out with Shamu.
Yes,
you hang out with Shamu.
You're involved with Shamu on the writer's room shit with Ralph Show.
My
Stop
God.
doing
Bryan, this is another delusion.
How is it delusional?
Shamu is not a writer for Ralph. Where did you come up with this?
I came up with it the moment in our DMs you decided to share screenshots of what I said to Shamu.
No.
Where did you get those?
You were screenshotting me and sending it to Shamu.
No. That's
Yes.
not how that went, and that doesn't even
that is
matter.
exactly how
What
it
matters
went.
is you just lied. So if
Yeah.
I'm getting screenshots, hold on. If I'm getting screenshots from Shamu, who's openly telling people
Yeah,
in Chinatown
okay,
Discord
bro.
server that you and Grossly and them are all working together for Ralph with the chief of staff, who is SO Shaggy. You guys openly are saying this
I
to
can
me and
explain
other
this
people.
very
I'm not the
calmly.
only one that's heard this. Person, you
Yeah,
can
I'll
make this shit up
explain
all you
this
want,
very
but I'm not the only
calmly.
one. You're going to sit here and pretend that you don't know who Shamu is and you don't know about the Thorpe's history when you are openly involved with this person?
I don't really have
After
any
you already
involvement.
admitted,
Shamu was
you've
your
already,
best
look,
friend,
I've got you in so
Brian.
many L's.
I
It's not
thought
even funny.
Shamu.
You admitted that
Shamu,
I didn't cheat on
was
my
your
wife,
best
and you
friend,
knew it.
Brian.
You admitted that you guys did fucked up shit, and you knew it. You admitted that the
Brian.
Jewish crazy woman, the first woman you guys accused me of cheating with, was crazy and was bullshit, and you knew it. You've already. How many L's do we need on this stream to get you to understand that you're full of shit?
L's, Brian. Do we want to
Yes.
really talk
I mean, we're
about?
stacking
Do
them
we
right
want
now,
to
bro.
go
I'm
back to
stuck.
the? You know, I know a lot
Bryan
about
coin
this
to the
Chuckles
fucking
bitch.
moon,
Do you really
Persic.
want to go
Cop
from
coin
you?
is like out of control. Persic
Brian?
coin straight to the fucking gutter. It's
Brian?
as bad as when you debated
You want to
Dingo
go back
and you
to
got
this
blown out like
Chuckles
ordered
bitch?
Starbucks.
You told me
bro. That's where we're
all
at.
about this Chuckles bitch. You want to go back to her, or you want to let that go?
We've already moved on from
Do you
crazy
want
Jewish
to?
bitch that you
I bet
literally
we already
folded
moved on,
and said,
Brian.
yes, she's a crazy Jewish bitch that you
I
already
bet
knew.
we moved
We're
on,
moving
Brian.
on from that. We covered the tranny. You admitted that I never cheated on my wife. You admitted it was all bullshit. So now we're at the main point of the crux of the issue. Why would you host on your channel a guy who openly tells people to go after my wife?
Well, first of all, I'm going to address that Shamu is not part of anything with Ralph. And I don't know where
Okay.
your
Sure.
your
All right, whatever. I
delusional
don't care.
mind as you
I
would
don't care.
scream
Sure.
as
sure.
you'd
You can quote
screen
that shit to
cap
the bank. All right. I
you'd
don't care.
screen cap
I
messages
don't care.
to
I
you
do not care.
and send them
Don't
to
care.
those guys. How I
Don't
found that
care.
out,
It
Brian,
does not
you'll
matter
never
in this
know,
conversation.
bro.
It
But
was
I'm
just
guessing
a
you're
point
going to
of
blame
contingency
Shamu
because
for
you,
that.
some reason,
Shamu didn't
pretended
send
that
me
you
those
didn't know who Shamu
screenshots.
was and that Shamu has never been on the kill
Shamu
stream or
didn't
worked with
send
the
me
kill
those
stream ever.
screenshots,
So,
Brian.
yes, he did. So it
No, he
doesn't
didn't.
matter. It doesn't. It
He
does not
didn't.
matter. That's
I
who
bet
they
you
were from. That's where
it'll
they came
burn your
from. He clearly
mind
sent them
wondering
to
who
you
sent me
or
those
another person
screenshots,
in the
Brian.
fucking writer's room for Ethan Rao. Doesn't matter. You can cope that shit to the bank. Don't care. Well, we're on to the next thing. You're not going to even address that. You're going to address what I just said. Why would you host a guy who is now actively going after my wife
Who did I host?
on a live stream?
Who?
It's on your channel
Who?
right now.
Who?
You know who I'm talking. Why do you have
Who?
to do this? What do I need to name him and his full
Yes.
address out there? What do you
No,
want
you
from
just
me?
need
You
to
know who I'm
name the
talking about.
person.
Why? We've already Adam. You already know this. Can you just answer the question? Why do you keep
Godwinson?
coping and deflecting?
You know
Answer the question.
Godwinson, first of all.
This is the third time you've deflected into some shit that doesn't matter.
You're talking
Why
about
would
Adam?
You host why would you host the? Just answer the fucking question. Why would you host a guy who openly went after my wife, uncalled for, unsolicited, in general? He posted the photo out there. He told everyone to go harass her.
Did you do
Why
it
would
first?
you host that? No, I don't have a
Did
picture
you
of that
have
anymore.
six? Do we have to pull up the 6-minute audio of you talking about all of these things?
I'm sorry. I forgot the part where you guys randomly fired up a stream with my swatters and accused me of cheating on my wife with a crazy Jewish lady.
That's not
You don't
even the
get-
same
listen, I know that this was
stream,
fucking
Brian.
crazy, but you don't get to pretend that you guys didn't fucking randomly do some really fucked
Brian,
up
those
shit
streams are
to
a
give me
month
respond
apart, Brian.
by openly saying that I hope the guy gets sober, because you and I both know he's a fucking drug addict who cheated on his fiance.
I don't know
That's
any
fact.
of that. That is
Yes,
your
you do.
delusion.
You even got angry at me and told me it's none of our fucking business.
It
Well,
is
guess what,
none of
Percy?
your
It's none of your
business.
fucking business about
It's
my
none
family,
of
my
your
wife. And we're
business,
way
yeah.
off topic. Why the fuck would you host a guy who you thought was a good idea to put my wife out there and say harass her? Why would you do that? If you're my friend, why would you do that?
You had already declared I wasn't your friend and you hated my guts and I was trying to
This
kill
is
you.
horseshit. Just say what you really want to say, that you thought it was a good idea and it was fucking funny. Say something that isn't this. This is pathetic. Just own it. Own that
Brian,
you're a piece of shit
you
right now.
were
in front of
having a
everyone.
meltdown every day for
Whoa.
7
This
months.
is another cult.
Saying that
This
you
is
had
another cult.
PTSD
Another
from the
cult.
outline stream.
Another cult.
And that we
Doesn't
were
even
going to
matter.
betray
This is
you.
horseshit excuses.
And you were talking
It
all this
isn't-
shit
it doesn't
behind
matter
our
if
backs.
you think I was having a meltdown. It doesn't matter anything like that. You
I
said you were
just
my friend,
explained
and you
it to you.
hosted a guy on your channel that openly put out my wife's photo and he told everyone to go harass her off of shit that you know wasn't true, which was cheating on my wife. You openly said it on the stream, and yet you still have it on your channel. So right now, I've got you admitting that you know I didn't cheat on my wife. And then on top of that, you won't take the video down. You won't take the video down that has Adam.
Listen to me closely, Bryan.
On live.
We're not going
so
there,
you
bro.
have perpetuated a fucking
Bryan,
lie, hosting that shit on your channel.
We're
and
not
you
going there,
out
bro.
of your way to tell people that I'm
plead
your
the fifth
friend.
on that
Where
one.
do you get that?
Where do I get what? That you were cheating on your wife, or what were you doing?
I didn't. You already said I don't. You know it's not true.
No, I said
so
you didn't cheat on your wife with the
that?
tranny. We're not going to go any further with that, Bryan. Okay?
I've never cheated on my wife, period. Whoa.
We're not going to go there, Bryan. We're not going to go there, bro.
Oh, so now you're going to renege? You're just going to come up with fake shit while we're live on air?
No, you didn't cheat on your wife with Matty Cat. That was just bullshit.
I didn't cheat on my wife, period. Period.
Okay, Bryan.
Point blank.
Does this make you feel better,
And
Bryan?
you still are trying to justify doing what you guys did. I didn't do that to you guys.
Oh, we're
going to
watch. You know what, Bryan? How about we watch it together? What you said.
What?
Your response to me telling you to touch grass. You want to listen to that? Let's listen to it.
I don't care.
You care.
Why do we need to listen to that?
Why do you need to listen to it?
Hey, Destiny Jr. No,
why do we need to listen to Bryan's own words?
No,
because they damn you, Bryan.
If you can't adequately explain yourself in a manner while we're talking in person, you need me to listen to a fucking hour-long lore video or something to explain it?
I want you to listen to yourself for 6 minutes.
No, I don't need to hear myself. I can literally talk to you. Right? That's what we're doing right now. We don't need to play videos and pull up facts. You are not Bo Blacks or Augie RC or Nick Iorio.
We don't need that, right, Bryan?
Bullshit.
We don't need facts. We don't need reality.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. I said we don't need to sit down and watch a fucking video.
We don't need any facts or reality. Why would we do that?
That doesn't matter.
We could be in your delusional
world. I never cheated on my wife.
You've already admitted to it. Imagination,
you made
Bryan.
a bunch of shit up, and all I'm asking you is to justify hosting that on your streams.
I did. I told you exactly why. Because you were torturing us for 6 months. You were talking mad shit behind my back.
Poker to you?
Yeah. You were having meltdowns every day, accusing me of doing shit to you that wasn't happening, Bryan. Are you going to pretend?
Do you
forget I have all of these messages, Bryan? I could release them at any time, bro.
Okay, so I can. So with that logic. If I were to use your logic, I could go fuck with your mom and your dad and your fucking siblings and everyone else, pull them up on a stream and dab on you. I can get a tranny to fuck with you or whatever, right? Because you
Bryan,
tortured me.
it was a response to
some
what you were
way.
posting.
You tortured me when I could have turned the internet off. You tortured me, so I'm going to justify it and go after your family.
Bryan,
So
I am not posting my mother, my sister. My brother.
Okay, well,
I'm not posting these people on my Twitter.
You guys posted, you literally were like, "It's from Kiwi Farms." I mean, come on, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, you're just arguing and vague posting about what you really fucking mean. I'm just using your logic.
I'm vague posting you posted it yourself.
Persip, never take callers again that can press you because you can't do it.
Bryan, you don't make any sense.
Complete
you deny reality.
This is a Bryan W. I'm gonna go.
You do realize, Bryan. I want you to think about something, Bryan. Bryan, listen to me, Bryan. I want you to think about what you're saying, because I have evidence for everything that I'm talking about.
Bryan 1, Bryan W's. This is pathetic. I mean, thank
Bryan,
you for admitting that everything I said was the truth,
Bryan, do you give me permission? Are you denying?
I'm so glad I
Are you giving me permission, Bryan, to pull up everything that I'm talking about, Bryan?
Dickhead.
Bryan, I think Bryan just gave me permission to pull up everything I was just talking about. Because Bryan is a bold-faced liar. We're going to play this. This is about 3 weeks to almost a month before Adam's stream on my channel.
So I finally got to listen to this Perspicacity hot take on his snakening. And I'm clearly he's not understanding. So maybe you guys, the general audience, can give a hot take on this so you understand, right? Okay. It doesn't matter, Persip, what you said on this show. You went on for clout. You went on for a show. You watched the whole thing, and you said, I'm going to join this. I'm going to participate in this. And then, insultingly, you say you're my friend, You love me. You've known me for all these years. Not a snake, loyal. You know, these terms you use to insult me, and insulting in the sense that you're sitting in the room. Okay, this is the biggest problem I have. You're sitting in the room with a guy, all right, who was my friend, who confided in us a lot of stuff, okay, who's a hardcore drug addict, who's addicted to cocaine, he's addicted to ketamine, he's addicted to alcohol, he had a fiance, he cheated on her multiple times, and before she was, even the baby was born, baby's born, can't handle it, runs off to a fucking apartment out of town and puts himself in a K-hole and starts making what? Streams. Stream after stream after stream after stream.
Bryan didn't say this, by the way. This never happened in Bryan's mind. He completely has memory hold, him saying all of this.
Then he ends up live on air in hotel rooms, doing coke, fucking women, acting crazy. As soon as his kid comes out, this is the choices he makes. He's still coked out, by all accounts. Still on drugs. Still fucking around. Still completely out of control. And you, in your infinite wisdom, say on air, repeatedly, that the married, sober guy, happily married, 5 years, who's having a second kid, who has a career job, who does spend time outside of my life, as you even pointed out that you have talked to me when I'm like out and about doing things on a personal level because we were friends, right? You admitted to that on air. You said, yeah, I've seen him once or twice talk to me outside, you know, and you're going to tell me that I needed the break while you guys I get banned out of the chat. I get banned from calling in. You let on the people that are swatting me. Squire is literally in a call listening to a 911 person talk to me on the phone, being told that I just stabbed my girlfriend 17 times in the chest and they're coming on by. I mean, he's sitting there. He didn't lie. He didn't make that up. That happened. That happened the day they sent the shit on my phone. That happened right after the stream ended. 5 minutes. And you go on the air and say that you're my friend. If I was you, right? If it was you in that position, I would have been like, this is fucked. I'm not going to support this. This is wrong, especially from a crackhead like Adam. And I would have just...
He didn't say any of that.
Not even gone on the show. Wouldn't have typed in the chat. Wouldn't have gone on the show if it was you. Same with Squire. Wouldn't have done these things. He
didn't say any of this stuff. He didn't say Adam was a drug addict, was cheating on his wife.
Because you need Godwinson on your side with Ralph, and you have to make a show about it. It's content to you.
He didn't say any of this stuff.
You've missed everything. Everything we've ever talked about. It's right over your head. You are now Perspicacity, the content creator. And then, this made me laugh. You said you couldn't tell the difference between Bryan and King of the Pole sometimes, which is completely not true.
I don't know.
And
listen,
you know that.
Listen to me, Bryan. Listen to me. You're fucking nuts. Okay? You completely deny any reality or responsibility for any of your own actions. And I'm so fucking tired of it, bro. You're going to come on my live stream and bold-face fucking lie about all of this stuff. Like you have no involvement and you're innocent, bro. Especially stuff I have evidence that you're clearly lying. I don't need to pull up a lot of it. I could because you know how many different messages I have like this one? Yes, sorry. Yeah, brother, sorry. I was a little high and on edge. Outline stream PTSD kicked in. Do you know how many results I got for PTSD, Bryan? For the outline stream? How many times that you've said that in the past 6 months? You better get a fucking grip, Bryan.
You said that to Adam.
To a recording.
The reality is you've asked Adam in front.
I know I'm talking to a recording caller.
Okay, here's the problem, man.
Okay.
Nobody else treats Bryan like a real friend, which is why no one else gets burned like you do when he goes and is a fucking retard. And then you are in this literal breakup therapy ass call with him, screaming at each other over and over. You know what Adam and what Jim and all these other guys did? They took Bryan for a ride, and then they dropped all the shit, and then they laughed from the background. Because they're not.
Well, I wasn't originally planning on having. I wasn't originally having plans for Bryan tonight. This was just supposed to be a Vickers stream. I had moved on from Bryan, but he started.
And then you brought him on, and then you had a breakup stream with him. Whatever your plan was, that's what happened.
Okay. Yes.
And the thing
is, there was
that,
the breakup's long gone, bro.
How can you get to the point where you actually take this guy seriously enough that you're having serious discussions about your internet friendship on a live stream like this? Like I said, anyone else, Squire did the right thing. He came in here and was like, "You're a lying retard," and has stayed out of it, and then dropped. That's exactly what should have done. That's one step under in intelligence from doing the Godwinson stream or doing the Jim stream, where you drop the outline video, audio, and then leave. Instead, we're getting the whole on couples therapy, like you freaking
he wanted to do
or
it.
Whatever.
He would have claimed that I didn't let him on the show and he wasn't allowed to say his piece. I let him say everything he wanted.
Say his piece. He did the whole response video to you the other day of like an hour and a half saying he was going to drive to your house. You don't have some responsibility to Are you saying
have
your breakup stream?
Bro, I know I'm mentally ill to get involved with Bryan and treat him like a real person, bro. I understand that.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, exactly.
I want him to understand that what he's doing is crazy. And him lying
and people are saying that I'm trying to kill the content
change.
Here. No, I'm not, because if this was the real IBS, which is what Squire was kind of doing, it would not have sounded like a therapy stream. Because you were letting him go off on all of his bullshit there at the end. And like
I just want Bryan to stream more. Bryan needs to stream more and get into internet fights with everyone.
Well, no, he pretends it's an act, bro. It's not real. We're making it up.
I don't know. You seem to take it a lot more seriously than any of these other guys.
I do take it seriously. When Bryan comes on my
then which is it? Which is it? Is it oh, it's not real, or I do take it seriously?
What are you talking?
Which is it?
What do you mean?
Well, first you said
I take it seriously. Bryan coming on my stream and calling me a liar.
It's not serious, bro. And then you say, "Well, I do take it seriously."
Well, it's
boys unrelated. Serious. These Japanese Kit Kats are amazing.
Okay, well, the whole reason I originally called on is because my theory is that you went to med school to get access to Descovy Prep to cure Bryan's AIDS, which has not been announced yet, and then that's why he sent you the $100 was to pay for the Descovy Prep, and I think that's all going to come out in a 6-hour audio.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. You're confirming that the Descovy Prep cartel is real.
Yeah.
Okay, well then no wonder you take it so seriously. No wonder you're so angry.
I was trying to cure Bryan of his AIDS. Okay. Laborious medical research for years. I was very committed to this goal of curing Bryan of his AIDS, the AIDS that's taken over his brain, and I failed utterly. And now Bryan is back to accusing me. You figured that out like
2 months ago, and now here you are figuring it out again, just like with PPP.
Well, I mean, part of this is just
like what more can these guys do to you before you drop the DMs? You know, people say, "Oh, I'm bitching about the debate." I'm not bitching about the debate. I'm bitching you didn't go all the way.
What do you mean all the way? I have to actually
drop all the DMs. You should drop every single DM you have with Bryan. You should drop every single DM you have with PPP. Because these guys have bent you over and over again like the insane retards they are, and all you are is waiting to get into the call to have
How?
Dude, you have not done a stream in a year without going through your DSP. I was fired in 2015 ass story with PPP.
Oh my god.
And you still won't drop the DMs. You still won't drop the DMs because you think that you're going to get back together or some shit.
No, there's nothing in the DMs. It's just boring bullshit.
Okay, then drop it. Then there's nothing in it.
I told you, I'm not dropping the DMs. There's too much personal information in there.
You just said there's nothing in it.
There's nothing in it except
DMs, buddy. It'll be funny.
Exactly.
Except for personal information.
There's nothing in it, in which case it doesn't matter, or there is, in which case you're justified because you guys have fucked you over.
No one's going to dox you, buddy. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, right. Nobody's just
Bro,
aching to figure out where I
think
live.
you've crossed the Rubicon on being doxed already, there, buddy. I think it's tough. I think
Yeah, I should just give them my name at this point. That's your advice.
Yeah, why not? It'll be funny.
Just give them my name and
fine.
address.
Go through it and censor it. Fine. If you're really that afraid, go through and censor your full name.
It's not. There's nothing in there. Everybody has hyped this up. Trust me. They're now.
I thought you just said it was sensitive. Which is it? If there's nothing in there, then drop it. It won't matter.
There's nothing. It's just boring. It's boring conversation between me and PPP.
We'll be the judge. We'll be the judge if it's boring.
Well, people have already seen the DMs. They were so boring that somebody walked away for 2 hours.
I haven't seen them. Show me. Show me. I'll go post.
You're not privileged enough to get my DMs.
Okay, so
you gotta be in
or is it a privileged information? I'm not part of the Discord cabal that you shit on Bryan about.
The Discord cabal. You mean the 2 other people that I stream with? This massive.
You gotta be a gold star member, buddy. You gotta have the gold star membership
and be in all these groups, and then I'm not. And then apparently we're all not privileged enough to see.
You gotta be a level 1 Freemason. Where the fuck the highest level Freemason is?
You have to have classified clearance.
86 Order, the Scottish Rite.
You need to have the sacred pyramid talisman. You don't have the sacred pyramid talisman, buddy. I do. I have one.
Yeah, this is when this is when Perciv tells us he's got his newborn to put down, and then he can't drop the DMs. That's what's gonna happen.
He's gotta go in 5 minutes. He just
So sorry guys, I gotta put the.
Well, I haven't been able to get Bryan in a call, so yeah, I wanted to fight with him. I didn't care if I did it on a live stream.
I've been wanting to yell at Bryan for
like you kind of just got beat up by him. Yeah, okay.
I got
so you
beat
up.
Him,
so drop the
what
DMs.
fucking dimension are you people in? Bryan is blatantly lying.
You didn't get beat up in the sense that he didn't win. What I'm saying is that you let him go on his spurg out. Like,
why wouldn't I let Bryan do that? Why would I stop him from doing that? Are you insane? I wouldn't stop Bryan
from muting you and going on his manifesto.
Yeah, why would I stop that?
Until Squire can come in and
wanted
ask
people
him about
to hear
newborn,
that,
which is the real content, which is the real 5-minute newborn content.
Yeah, well,
or the GMs, which is the actual
Bryan
content.
didn't scream at me. I wanted him to scream back. I was very disappointed that he just had to be a bitch.
You were close. Because he was going to scream out.
I just wanted to scream at someone. It's been forever. The last time I got into a fucking screaming match with someone, it was Daimo. And that wasn't even fun. It was just whatever.
Running cover for Bryan. Yeah, I don't think Bryan needs cover. I think that he's gonna uncover.
Yeah, Bryan is his own man. He can come on and
he's gonna uncover everything himself. That's the funny thing is even if, unlike PPP, even if Percy pussies out and doesn't drop the DMs, Bryan will do it himself in some backwards ass logic.
Okay.
But yeah, I think you should drop it. I think you should stop covering for all of these people. You're not going to get back together with them. You're not going to get back together with them. They're not all going to be friends in Elysium in 10 years. Just drop it all, man. Don't cut the content.
You don't make any sense. Don't cut content. Drop it all, but don't have Bryan on my show. Okay, bro. Well,
I didn't say don't have Bryan on your show. I mean, don't be a pussy with him.
I understand your weird contrarian
You should have called him out for everything. You should have called him out for everything. My issue is not that you had Bryan on the show. My issue is that you submitted to him as you went off on all this crazy, insane bullshit. You couldn't even put Bryan in his place. That's my point. You couldn't even put Bryan in his
Bryan
place.
is just talking into the void. Tough. He's got so much practice. He talks into the void for 8 hours a day in VCs to nobody.
Yeah, and you sat there patiently and let him talk into the void.
Well, I want people to hear this delusional.
The Dutch goo or whatever.
Yeah, I want people to hear the delusions of Bryan that he doesn't know who this Matty Cat person is.
Dude, you don't need to prove that Bryan's insane. What you need to do is stop.
I wanted to hear Bryan.
Stop thinking you're going to be friends with him again.
I wanted to hear Bryan tell us that he didn't know this tranny at all. He doesn't know anything about this tranny.
He's not going to admit
anything. And then he's going to give us the entire history of the tranny.
Live. This guy will change his story live.
I know he will. He did it 50 times.
So stop thinking you're going to logic this guy. You're going to take this guy.
I want things I could clip up. I want things I could clip up. So I could play it.
You see a lot of clips on this channel.
Yeah, I want something I could clip up.
Yeah, on your Twitter too. Yeah, you're gonna clip it up. I don't think so. I think you should clip up the DMs and drop those.
Oh my god, people would.
I agree. I agree with that. Yeah. You should just
I
drop
think you
all the
should kick up
DMs,
the
buddy.
DMs and drop those, and I think you should put Bryan in his place and not let him drag you around on his
I think you
spurt
should
now,
drop
as if you're
all
going
the
to convince him
DMs.
of anything.
All
Listen
the
to this
DMs.
contrarian
You need
Every
to start
single
thinking of
one.
him as a hostile witness.
Okay,
instead
what's
of,
your
like,
next
friend.
contrarian take? I shouldn't cover Bryan. I shouldn't talk about Bryan. That's
I didn't
submitting
say
to
you
Bryan.
shouldn't cover Bryan, and
But
even if
I
I
should
said
drop
that, you
all
do it
the
anyway,
DMs.
because that and PPP is pretty much that PPP and Glob, the e-begging halfling.
Well,
is
I
all-
Who's
thought
PPP?
that was all very fascinating. I did it complete. I had no plans to talk about Bryan tonight.
No,
Bryan started
Glob the
calling me.
e-begging halfling was the highlight of your streams this year. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, I agree with you there. That's probably one of the most bizarre things I've ever seen in my entire life.
No, I've seen worse, but that was pretty fucked.
You've seen worse than a drawing of a 9-year-old being put on mugs.
Being e-begged, and then it says.
I mean,
donate money
I've
so the
seen
9-year-old
certain
can go to
individual
college.
sex tapes. That was scarring for life, buddy.
Oh, well,
Just saying.
yeah. Well, they're still telling everybody about that sex tape.
Yeah, they were selling.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait for
underwear.
Team to like play it.
Oh.
Oh,
They were
sorry.
selling Glob underwear. They were selling Glob underwear. You should get some
Glob
some
underwear.
for his
Yeah.
newborn. Get some diapers, Glob diapers for Bryan's newborn.
Wow.
No,
I
I'm
agree
not
with
deep
you.
throat.
Are you deep throat? You want to come out of the closet as deep throat?
No, I'm not deep throat. Anyway, my point is, next time you're gonna have Bryan on, you should have all these clips already ready. You should tell him to shut the fuck up instead of letting him
Well,
go off on all
I'm
this shit. You
playing
should drop
them.
all the DMs.
Bro,
Yeah,
I'm
after he
going to
leaves,
let
after
him
he leaves.
talk. He's not going to say
Why?
he's going to
Why let him
immediately
talk?
drop
You might as
out.
well let your dog talk
Bryan can't
when you're
answer.
disciplining it.
Bryan can't answer for anything. He can't answer any of this stuff. He's got to
No,
like
he can't. So
spin
stop expecting him
delusions.
to. So stop
I
expecting him to answer
enjoy
for it.
listening to delusions.
dro-
Why do you think I was friends
just
with Bryan
drop
for
it.
3 years? Because I don't
So
enjoy
just
listening
drop
to
all the clips,
delusions.
make him look like a retard and dip. That's what everyone else does because they
Oh
don't get
my
into
god!
the tar baby
Everybody
that
is.
Bryan.
Oh yes. Everybody just screams and then mutes each other. That's really interesting. People are really blowing up.
I
the
didn't
content.
say anyone should mute each other. He instantly lost.
Yeah, the
the minute he
muting
did
was
that.
gay. The
He
muting
instantly
you know,
lost the
thumbs
minute he
it.
did that. Anything else that was said doesn't matter.
Exactly my point.
Yeah, so then you drop. So then while he's giving his Matthew Harris ass manifesto,
No, I want
you
people
drop
to hear it,
drop
bro.
your clips.
I want people to hear
Why?
it.
It's the same shit over and over again. He's going to change his tune through the conversation, just like he changed it after leaving for his newborn. And
Are
coming
you
back.
listening
Literally,
to
his
this,
entire
Bryan?
story changed.
Are you listening to this, Bryan? Is this sinking
What,
in
Bryan's
for
you
you?
need
freaking out
for
with
it?
that. He wants you to
need
kick
to
this guy.
confirm what we all already know, which is that Bryan's an insane retard that can't be convinced that he has 2 feet, much less that he's gone online too often. Yeah,
Are
no
you listening to this, Bryan? Is any of it sinking in, bro, or are the delusions warping?
You need to stop. You need to stop treating this guy like your son that you need to teach a lesson, and start treating him like your dog.
He's not my son that I'm trying to teach a lesson.
It's what it sounds like.
God,
You're like trying to
who-
explain him each and every
Jeez.
error of his ways. It's pathetic. It's not going to work, man. This guy is not your friend. He's not your real friend. I'm sorry. It's not going to work. It's not going to happen.
Well,
Drop the
there you go.
DMs.
There you go, caller.
Okay, drop the DMs.
Okay.
That's all
Yeah,
that's
drop
left.
the
It's all
DMs.
that's
Drop
left.
the DMs.
You
Well, I
won the
just
war.
did.
Time to win the peace, buddy.
Bryan
just
said
did.
he never said that. He said it right here. I mean, he said this like
This is
50
one
times.
DM. No. You should download the bot that downloads all
Well,
the
I got to
DMs and
go
drop it in
through
the
and
text file.
screen cap
Drop
them
the whole
all,
thing.
all the PTSD
No,
incidents.
there's a bot that will go through and turn it into a text file. That
Bryan said he
verifies
was
all
fine
and
with it.
just
It wasn't
drop
real. So,
Who cares who's
Well,
fine
it's
with
clearly
it? Dude, this guy-
CGI, buddy.
Well, I love how you treat this guy like he's your boss. Like you need his permission to do shit after what he just said. After he just called you evil. He said, you
Bro-
are evil.
bro,
And
I
this-
don't
you still
care
need this
who
guy
calls
like
me
a permission slip like
evil.
you're going on a field trip
oh
in
my
6th grade.
God. Listen, bro, there are certain rules that I live by, and that's what it is. If nobody likes it, too bad. If I'm talking to you and I say that what you're saying to me is private, then what you're saying to me is private. I don't get to magically
So
change my
even if
mind
he
3 years later.
even if he breaks all of those rules,
I don't
you're gonna
care
keep
what
them.
Bryan does. Bryan is a schizophrenic.
you don't care what Bryan does. What was half the stream? It's caring about what Bryan does and trying to convince him that he's done
No,
bad shit.
well, yes, I'm trying to convince Bryan
Which is
that
true. Which
it's
is true.
all
You're
his
right.
fault.
I'm not saying you're not wrong. but
Yes.
it's still, don't say that you don't care what Bryan does because you clearly do.
I don't care what Bryan does to me, but I do care what Bryan does to himself to destroy his life. For what reason? I don't
He's not your
understand.
son. He's not your real friend. You're not related.
Well,
This
I
is a
thought
guy
he
that you
was
make
my
stupid
friend,
videos on the internet about.
Brian. I thought you were
Well,
my
then that
friend.
was your mistake. That was your mistake.
I know, it was
that
a big
you
mistake.
thinking that an insane man could be your insane man on the internet is your friend. That makes you almost as delusional as Brian. I'm sorry, but it's true. It's true.
You don't know what
You
it's
don't know
like.
what it's
Yeah, exactly.
You piece of shit.
We had a
Let me
special
speak.
relationship on Discord.
Well, it's
I
you
wish
know,
I
you get to
hadn't
know
recorded
somebody
that.
over a few years.
Yeah,
I
you
consider
get to
Brian
know
as
the
my
chat bot. You should make a chat GPT that's based off Brian. Maybe that'll fill the
Well,
hole.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
God.
true.
That's horrifying.
Well, apparently that's what you want. You want your chatbot friend, and that's apparently as close as any other friend that you keep like a
Chatbot
real life
friend.
principle to.
I don't care either way, to be honest. It would be nice if everyone just got along, but you know.
Why would that be nice? That would be boring as fuck. That might be nice for you guys to go play Fortnite or whatever gay shit you guys play off
Oh my
stream or
God,
something.
caller,
But for the
caller,
people
you're
who
a
are just here to watch,
contrarian
Gayest
caller.
fucking shit ever.
You're
We're
a
not fucking
well, I don't know.
contrarian
Brian
caller.
plays
What the fuck?
Xbox. Did you notice that he called in on the same Xbox that doxed his suicide?
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
that's Brian literally saying he committed suicide and then going live on Xbox and having his Discord show he's live streaming on Twitch.
Yeah, it's a legendary Xbox. Maybe he can sell it someday.
Seriously, Brian.
You'd probably buy it. It'd be a symbol of your friendship.
All right, contrarian caller. Do you have any final words?
Okay. No, I'm done. Good stream. Thanks,
Okay.
guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, farewell.
That caller was
I love how tilted
caller.
that guy
You're a
was
major
making you.
contrarian. You're a major contrarian caller. I don't like all of this getting along and why aren't you fighting and then why are you letting Brian on to say this stupid shit? Well, I'm letting him on because it just proves my point that Brian will just make up the story as he's going along. There's no basis in any reality. The story is changing in real time on the live stream.
Yeah.
And that's
I mean,
kind of
that's what
just the
Brian
point.
does, though.
That's just me illustrating the point. Brian is innocent.
Man.
He didn't do anything. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know any of these people. He could describe them in meticulous detail, how they even got into Grace's server, who they are, what they're doing. He doesn't know who they are. How could I say that? So I think it illustrates the point. And I do love a good Bryan rant, a good delusional Bryan rant. It's my favorite thing ever. I mean, why do you think I was friends with Bryan for so many years? Because I didn't like when Bryan gave me delusional rants. All right. For fuck's sakes.
Fuck, you been drinking, buddy? What the hell?
Maybe. Now. Well, you know, it's a nice day. It was a nice chill day
Yeah,
for me.
it's the day after Christmas. It's Boxing Day.
If anybody else would like to call in, I appreciate it. We had one caller. He was high energy. I'll give him. He was good. If you'd like to call in, call in. And then I'm gonna wrap this shit up. Any thoughts on what Bryan just said?
Well, sounds about right. I don't know. I just think it's. I don't know what to do with Bryan. I just hope he streams more. I want to see more Bryan streams. I want to see more Bryan streams, and I want to see more
I don't.
Bryan getting in fights with people for like dumb
Because
shit.
Bryan will start streaming and then everything that will happen to him will be my fault. And I'll get manifestos every day about how he's going to murder me for his
Well,
problems.
it is your fault, though.
Yeah, I know. It's everybody's fault.
It's all
but
your
Bryan's.
fault. It's your fault that he snaked Adam in the first place.
Yeah,
and then,
it's my
Adam
fault that
snaked
he
him
was
back.
talking insane shit about me for months behind my back, and I let him do it because I'm mentally ill, I guess, and I was letting it slide until it became completely out of control. And then he's screaming that people are swatting and sending him CP on a live stream, and it's my fault.
Yeah, it is your fault.
Yeah.
But it's good that you acknowledge it.
Yes. Clearly, it's all my fault. Clearly, you know what? It was my fault 9 years ago. When Bryan wasn't even streaming, it was my fault. Okay.
The outline stream was your
is
fault
my
too,
fault.
buddy.
I recorded
Yeah,
that.
you're the one who recorded that. It wasn't an invisible crane, it was you.
I conspired to have Fred fuck Snake Bryan. It's all me. It was all me this whole time.
It's about fucking time you acknowledge it. You snaked Bryan before he even met you, buddy.
Oh, let's finish Brian's little screed here.
I won't be able to hear it, but that's fine. I've listened to this before.
I can share it.
Okay.
There you go. All right, let's do this.
I missed fucking DSP's stream for this, buddy. I hope you're happy.
Yes.
In front of all of us, many times. Are we talking to Adam? Or are we talking to Godwinson? Because he could be on the fucking coke. He could be on the ketamine. He could be fucked up. He could be high. You know, when was the last time we talked to the real Adam? A year ago? About Final Fantasy?
When is the last time I talked to the real Bryan?
He hasn't been sober in a fucking year. Not once. He gets to his lowest point and he fires up a stream
Bryan
and does a
didn't
bunch
say
of
this,
ketamine
by the way.
live
This
on
never
air.
happened.
Live on air, just does it. And we keep calling him and say, get off the show. What the fuck's going on? He's having his own pill streams. Ends up in a hotel room with a woman doing coke. Nothing against the woman.
Nothing against the woman.
But I don't need...
I'm like, you know
You're
me,
looking
like,
at the wrong guy.
You know me, like,
when you
I
say,
don't know anything.
like a hypocrite, that I need a break, while you jump onto a stream that just allowed the people swatting me to just run a fucking train. Just run a train.
How did they run a train? How did they run a
you told me
train,
why,
Bryan?
privately. The day before I even knew this was going to happen. You said, you're putting a target on my back.
This is a schizophrenic delusion that you had. I said, you're putting a target on your back. Bryan is literally quoting what I'm saying and not realizing that. I'm talking about him. I'm not talking about me. You're putting a target on your back by doing this insane shit everywhere. And then blaming it on
Bryan
random people.
Remolds the reality to his will. Like, you don't know. You don't understand what it's like, okay?
People are DMing
Oh, I understand what it's like. We've been dealing with 3 years.
me. I have a target.
Yeah, you don't know what it's like.
So did you and
You
Adam
don't know what it's like.
really do it because you thought I needed a break? Or did you really do it because you got threatened?
Okay.
And you thought...
What happened to this narrative anyway, Bryan?
If you don't cut me
I was being threatened.
Then you'll get swatted
by people
next.
I have no idea who they even are.
Food for thought. I wouldn't have shown up. Doesn't matter what you said, Persip. You're a fucking snake.
Okay. Thank you, Bryan. Thank you for that informative thing that you never did. He never did that. And who cares about the audio because it's not relevant. So, if you wonder why, Bryan, you were hit point for point. You don't like it, too bad. You threw the first punch. As usual, you missed. You fucking whiffed it. And then you got slugged and knocked down. Now you're going to cry about it. It's not my problem, bro. It's not my problem to protect you from everything. Clearly, there's no protecting you. Clearly, there's no helping you. I've tried. I've done my best. I swear to God, I've tried. People don't understand me as far as like, oh, you know, when I actually say you're my friend, I really actually try to be your friend. People don't understand that, but I really try. And I give up, Bryan.
You just gotta let Bryan be Bryan, buddy.
I'm
just let
throwing
him
in
stream.
the towel, Bryan. I'm
Let him
throwing
stream.
in the towel, Bryan.
I was very disappointed Bryan didn't stream this weekend like he said he was going to. I was very disappointed.
Because people are right. You know, people say the same shit about like Ralph. Ralph's gonna stab you in the back. Ralph's gonna do this. Ralph's gonna do that. And hey, they might be right. Nobody could say the future. I never thought I would be in a nasty thing with Ashton for all these years and him giving out personal details about my life. Everybody reiterating I was thrown out of medical school. That's really great information to put out there. Even though I never leaked any DMs at all. Okay, but whatever. I don't really care. I'm not ashamed of my life. I wasn't submitting to some bullshit with this vax bullshit. Something I was trained for years and years and years. Took, years of education, and then I have to throw out my education to even believe this. when you know a vaccine needs 10 years to be in development so you could study long-term effects, so you could study short-term effects. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to go into the vax stuff. Let's get off the vax stuff. I'm proud of what I did. I'm fine with what I did. I'm still here. I've been able to pay my rent. Things aren't so bad. Never been afraid to work my ass off. And it is what it is. Do you have any final words for the audience? Squire.
What would be appropriate final words for such a historic night?
No.
I don't know. I just want Bryan to stream more.
Yeah. I think, Bryan, you're a limp-wristed bitch. You came on my show with this fake Bryan act where you monologued about nonsense. Everybody knows that you're full of shit. There's not a person alive, Bryan, who even believes you. Don't you understand that? You've literally stuck a knife into the only people that treated you like an actual human being. Do you understand, Bryan?
I know. We never even recorded him. You know how like entertaining those recordings would be.
But you can be delusional all you want, Bri. I give up with you, bro. You're on your own.
You piece of shit.
Don't contact me again saying you want to make up with me. We're done. Don't contact me again. We're done after this.
Oh,
with this
fuck.
fake bullshit,
You're, like,
you calling me a
off.
liar. Yes, you're cut off. Brian.
Oh shit.
We're done.
Oh god. Well, okay. So, Percep, if I hear that you're talking to him again, do I have to chastise you publicly?
Sure.
Okay, you heard that, chat. If I find out he's talking to Bryan again, I have to publicly.
Are you going to
chastise
stop
him.
talking to Bryan? No.
Me? I
Yeah.
don't even talk to Bryan. Like he'll literally like send me a DM every so often saying like I'm snaking him, and I'm just like, no, I'm not. And then he's like, okay, and he calms down. That's it. I don't talk to people, Percep. You know this.
Right. Wow. Good for you, Squire. I'm thrown in the towel with Bryan. I've thrown in the towel. I'm done with it. I can't believe like he could so easily lie. And he knows I know he's lying. Like everybody knows you're lying, Bryan. You're the worst liar on the planet. Just like when you're talking to yourself and your Kiwi Farms thread, which you've started posting on Kiwi Farms again, because that's a great idea because you're really threatened and scared. So you went back to Kiwi Farms and you're posting all the time now. And, you used to post on socks to yourself and talk to yourself. And you denied that was ever you either. I mean, people just know that you're lying, bro. Why lie at this point when everybody knows that you're lying? It's just insane behavior. But I give up. So that's the end of the stream. I hope you all enjoyed that. I got to yell at Bryan.
Did.
I got to yell at Bryan. I feel better personally. I got to scream at Bryan. I don't care if he listens. He doesn't listen.
Did you get it out of your system,
anyway.
buddy?
I got it out of my system. He doesn't listen
Okay, good.
anyway. It's like it just goes in one ear and out the other. He doesn't listen to anything I'm saying anyway. So him paying attention to what I'm saying is irrelevant because he doesn't pay attention anyway.
All right, so if Bryan sends me screen caps of you talking to him again, we're gonna have big trouble, buddy. Just saying.
Well, you don't talk to Bryan. How about you hold yourself to that?
I'm
seriously done with Bryan.
Sends me things.
I'm seriously done with Bryan. Because I can't have Bryan. I'm not doing this with you anymore where you're going to bend and stretch reality to be what you want. We can't do that, bro. Where you're going to deny knowing people, bring them up in incredible detail, and then say, I don't know who any of these people are, and I was never in contact with them. You don't know Olive Oil. You don't know Chuckles. You don't know Cappy
he
bitch.
doesn't. He totally
you don't
doesn't
know
know any of them.
Elaine. You don't know any of these women, right?
Elaine,
Bryan?
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, who is that? Just like when you were on the call with Dark Ninja recording him and you were going, I don't know, Elaine. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not recording you. I don't know what's happening. Wow, Bri. You've sealed your fate, bro. I'm releasing you. Do not come to me crying. I'm telling you right now. I'm a man of my word, Bryan. You know that. So we're done, bro. It's over.
Bryan made Gamergate. He made you too, buddy. Just saying.
Do you have any comment?
Me?
Yeah, do you have any comments on the Vickers family before we wrap?
Oh, are they still around?
I'm not
I
even
don't
going
know,
to dignify that by saying anything, Squire.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
Are they
fucking
still
move
around?
on. Like, I don't fucking know. Like, holy shit. I can't believe they're still even going on with any of this shit. Like, that's kind of wild to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's like, you got like a family.
Would you spend
like,
your Christmas Eve doxing somebody's girlfriend and then sending her messages in Google Translate Spanish?
No.
Well, yeah, that's a normal response to that question, Squire.
What the fuck kind of question is that? Like,
Oh, it's
shit.
beautiful.
You know that's when you know we have fallen so far from God's grace when we have to ask ourselves questions like that. That's how you know.
That's how you know.
Truly worshiping at the synagogue of Satan, you know, when you're doing that kind of shit on Christmas Eve.
It's a Christmas tale as old as time.
Are you sure it's not like a Hanukkah tale?
Telling your ex-boyfriend that you were beat by this guy and, you know, got court orders and all this stuff. It's a Christmas tradition for all white trash to try to destroy the relationship of their ex.
Do shit.
No, I don't think she gave it. She probably was just like, this is just gibberish. It's on Google Translate gibberish.
They should have ran it through ChatGPT instead of Google Translate. What were they thinking?
What were they thinking? It's tough.
What were they thinking? It's tough. Well, I guess there's just not time.
Well, maybe somebody would be able to figure it out. What it means. I seriously doubt it, Vickers. I think you just wasted your entire holiday. But good for you, bro.
Did anything else happen during our Christmas break there?
I think that's about Bryan threatening to kill me and the Vickers.
Well, I mean, what else is new?
That's all that happened. I'm pretty sure everybody Ralph had a great vacation. I had a great Christmas. I had a great Christmas break myself.
Oh, mine too. I had a very good time.
We all had a very beautiful time for Christmas. I was very happy.
You know, I got to talk to my family. You know, I got to have some fine meals and libations. It was good shit.
Me as well. And I got lots of libations today as well. That was beautiful.
I can tell, buddy.
It was beautiful. I had a beautiful, beautiful, quiet evening. It was the first in a long time.
Oh, it wasn't quiet for long, was it?
Yeah. That's nice. Wow.
Oh, fuck.
I'm wishing you all a Merry Christmas.
Oh, it's already been Christmas, so you can't wish
a Happy New Year. Well, who
yeah,
knows?
you can wish Happy New Year. That's
for Bryan. Maybe he's still in Christmas. We never know.
He might still be in Christmas. I don't think Bryan respects
Bryan's
the
in the
laws of time or gravity
reality.
or
the laws of reality, quantum mechanics, nothing like
that. Bryan, if Bryan were like a Star Trek character, he'd be a Q because he just fucking just does whatever.
Time traveler.
You don't give a fuck.
Yes, 4-dimensional being. I appreciate you.
No, Bryan is like 6 dimensions, buddy. What do you mean? Actually, no. We need Surfer to analyze how many dimensions
I've
Bryan
never had Zon.
lives in.
Yes. Well, one day.
What?
One day, maybe we'll find out. But the theme song just ended. And now we're wrapping up. So good night, everybody.
Yep. Farewell.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that bullshit.
Yes, if we don't meet before the New Year's. Happy New Year's, chat.
Happy Kwanzaa to the people in the audience.
When is Kwanzaa? I have no fucking idea.
It's a made up holiday. Happy Kwanzaa.
Okay, hang on. So they got Martin Luther King Jr. and now they got Juneteenth. What's the next fake black holiday we're gonna have.
They threw
during
Rosa
Christmas.
Parks under the bus and said she was a useless cunt.
There's got to be like another black holiday for Christmas because they're just gonna forget Kwanzaa exists and just make up a new one that we have to celebrate right before
maybe
Christmas.
they'll celebrate George Washington Carver for his inventions with peanuts.
Can't they just do like a George
Very
Floyd holiday?
base
or
black
something?
man. Yeah, George Floyd. St. George Floyd Day. Maybe we'll get that.
Except instead of Santa like leaving gifts, he like breaks into your house and steals.
He takes gifts, like you leave the cookies out so Santa won't like rob your house. So you leave some cookies in there. That's beautiful. Beautiful day.
Yeah. Indeed.
For all the people out there. And thank you all for coming out for this momentous occasion. Where I guess where people complained about me letting Bryan on the stream. I don't know.
Will Perspicacity be done with Bryan after tonight? Stay
Probably
tuned, chat.
not. But I will not accept probably not. I don't think I could get Bryan's like a fucking wart on my ass. Okay. I can't reach him to get him off. But I'm not going to accept. I'm not going to respond to any more communications, Bryan, or death threats. So you don't waste your time. 07. Thank you guys for coming out.